And we are back. Couch Company Podcast. I'm John. With me as always, Tyler.
Hello. How are you?
I'm great.
Great.
But not Tony the Tiger great. A tier down from that.
No one's Tony the Tiger great.
He's that great.
I feel like anyone that says great, like him, is sarcastic.
Great.
Yeah, that's
think
if you
so?
say it to anybody, they think you're being sarcastic instantly.
No, I would say sarcastic great, like, oh, that's great.
Yeah, you're still elongating
Great.
the word. Yeah.
I think it's an arch. It comes down. Great. Oh, great. See
Yeah,
how
but
I
you could-
see how I end lower?
Go ahead.
And then Tony's like, they're great.
Yeah.
Comes up.
Tell me. Ask
explodes.
me how I am. Ask me how I am.
How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah, I'm pumped now. I'm ready to run
see,
through a wall.
I view that
Aren't
as...
you?
No.
I'm
being
ready to go.
sarcastic. It's a terrible day.
Great. You spent too much time for that to be sarcastic.
Oh, well, I don't know what to tell you.
I feel like a sarcastic great also needs a modifier. Like, ugh, great. Right?
Or so...
And
great.
abrupt. It's a staccato. Great. I'm great. That's a
With an eye
sarcastic.
roll. Yeah.
With eye roll
Yes.
emoji.
Yeah.
But Tony, I think he's living it. I think he's on drugs.
Is he even a thing still?
I think he's on
guess
drugs.
You have to be.
But he is great.
Aside from Cookie Crisp, has there been a mascot change
On drugs?
on cereals and drugs, I guess? Who's the mascot?
Cookie
well, first
Crisp guy is on drugs. We should do top 5 mascots on drugs.
off, who's the mascot of drugs?
It's Smokey the Bear is not. That's probably the opposite. I'm eliminating the opposites.
Okay.
Who's the mascot of drugs?
Yeah. So like Puff the Magic Dragon, probably, right?
What's that?
It's like a Puff the Magic Dragon lives by the sea and all those in
What
the
is
something
that?
something. It's a song,
Oh, okay.
but
It's about
if you're-
drugs?
I mean that's what people say.
I'm
but
thinking
it's
of the episode in South Park where they're playing Heroin Hero.
okay.
It's like Guitar Hero, but you're just doing heroin. And you're following, like the gameplay is you're following a dragon.
Uh-huh.
And you just keep following it.
Yeah.
And you just don't do anything.
Okay.
But you're just sitting there doing it.
But you're physically doing heroin.
No, in the game.
Oh, okay.
But I guess spoof of it is that in real life, you're just sitting there and people just get more and more like they're sitting there for days.
Yeah.
Addicted to that.
Ugh.
It is a weird episode, but that's what I thought of when you said that because there's a dragon in the game.
Oh, well,
Because
then
chasing
it
the
kinda
dragon, I
works.
think, is a drug term.
Yeah.
Is the title of this episode going to be about drugs now?
I hope not.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out.
Oh, it could be D.A.R.E.
D.A.R.E?
What was the mascot for D.A.R.E.? Did you have D.A.R.E.? Please tell me you know what I'm talking
Nancy
about.
Reagan?
Do you know what D.A.R.E. is?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Don't ask.
I forget what it- I forget.
Responsible ethics.
Don't ask. The first letter is D stands for drugs,
Oh, drugs are
but it's bad.
really
D.A.R.E. Drugs are really
icky.
Yeah. I think that was it. That might have been it.
Drugs are really.
All right, so Tony the Tiger definitely is,
Uh-huh.
right? I think Cookie Crisp guy 100,000% is. Right?
On drugs, you mean?
On drugs.
Okay.
Now we know that the cinnamon stick guy probably is too.
I don't think there's a cereal I'll save you some time. There's not a cereal mascot not on drugs.
Lucky Charms?
Dude, dude, how
What drug?
hyped-
What drug?
Sugar? I don't know. He's
not
a leprechaun running around
Yeah.
like creating new
I
marshmallows.
think that's
for
what
kids.
leprechauns do.
Stealing kids and putting them into a leprechaun world is
That's
like
not
crazy.
what happened.
That's what he does.
No, he doesn't.
Explain me how he doesn't. How
You're-
are the kids in his world?
How are there kids in his world?
Yeah.
How are there kids in Narnia? They stumble across a portal.
He pulls them into
I don't think he
his
did.
world.
I don't think he did.
There's no pots of gold and rainbows.
Are you saying that there is a commercial
Uh-huh.
with him pulling children into his world,
I'm
or is this
saying
off
you
screen?
have to read between the lines. No, it's off screen.
No,
of course.
look,
You
I am
can't show that on
citing
Saturday
the
morning.
Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah.
How did they get to Narnia? They stumbled their way into Narnia through a magic portal,
Okay, and
through
how
a
do
wardrobe.
how do they get into Magic Lucky Charm Land?
Same thing, probably. They're in the forest
It can't all be a
playing
wardrobe.
tag. They stumble across the magic tree of
Tag.
destiny,
Uh-huh.
and they get to Lucky's world.
Okay.
And then they try to steal his gold, probably.
Yeah, and then he traps them in there forever. And
Because
just
it's a
plays,
test. It's a
plays
test.
this game. One of them's going to be the next leprechaun.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Now, look, I don't think he's on drugs. I think he's just doing his job. But
Okay.
Tricks the Rabbit, 1,000% on drugs.
Yeah, he's
you understand the difference?
tweaking out.
He's tweaking.
Yeah.
Tony the Tiger's tweaking.
Yeah. What
So
about
is
the
Cookie
what
Crisp
about the
guy?
toucan from
Toucan Sam? He seems to have it together.
That's his name?
Toucan Sam is his name.
From
yep.
Fruit Loops?
From Fruit Loops.
Wow, I didn't know this name was Sam.
My cereal lore goes a little deep.
What about the Cheerio Bee?
Oh, man, I know his name. This would be a great trivia. His name is like, oh my God, he does have a name.
Count Chocula?
Count Chocula. Is he on drugs? I just think he's a vampire.
I don't think he can be on drugs.
What about the
He's a vampire, so he doesn't
frog
get
guy?
for the Apple Jacks.
Not
yeah.
Apple Jacks, Apple Smacks.
Smacks. What's Apple Jacks then?
The cinnamon stick who's
Oh yeah,
smokes a
yeah.
pound of weed a day.
He is
100%.
drugs. Yeah,
He is a blunt or a joint or whatever.
sure. We do drugs here. Clearly,
Yeah, we do drugs. How do we get on this?
I don't know, man. This isn't on our list.
This is a great topic.
Sure.
though. I'm having a good time. You
Yeah,
hate this
no,
topic.
it's-
I
no,
can
it's
see in your
fantastic.
face.
It's
You're
good.
like, this is the stupidest shit.
No, we're really on the up and up here.
I think, it's right on the tip of my tongue. I'm thinking of the bee's name. Ooh.
Can we look it up? Give you a hint.
No. I want to see if I can snag it.
All right.
And then,
that's close.
what? What's close? Are you looking it up anyways, even though I told you not
Well,
to?
I need to know.
I think it's, is it crazy? Am I never going to get this?
You should get it. I don't think you're going to.
The Honey Cheerios bee. I can see him, dude, with his
Yeah.
stupid sneakers
Yep.
and his,
Yep.
I should know this.
Let me help. I'll give you a hint.
Sure.
What's the dumbest name he could have?
Chester.
Okay. Well, what's the what do bees do? Or what do they sound? What's their sound?
Buzz.
Yeah.
Oh, Buzz.
Yeah. His name.
Buzz.
It's not Buzz. It's Buzzbee.
Busby?
Busby. Capital
Yeah, but
B,
they call
capital
him Buzz.
B.
But they call him Buzz.
Sure.
Yeah, they call him Buzz.
It's a
for
dumbass
short.
name.
Hey, I see. I don't like him because you know that I'm an original Cheerios guy.
Yeah.
So I'm actually kind of against Buzz. If
Well,
we're
what's
being
the
honest
original
about it.
Cheerios mascot?
It's a
healthy
it's
heart?
A bull. Yeah, it's a heart.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of a heart. A heart keeps me alive.
Not that
actually
heart.
every single day.
Not
What do you mean
that
not
heart.
that heart?
It's a little.
It's like a bowl of
graphic.
a
Yeah.
heart.
It's a bull heart.
Yeah. It's symbolic though.
Yeah.
After playing Metaphor, ReFantazio, it's really opened my eyes to all the metaphors in the world.
What's that rated on your top 10?
Of all time?
No, on your top 10 of 2024.
Oh, that's a great question, Tyler. The thing I'm never going
If
to rate.
if you're still moving
I
stuff
have it.
around, you don't have to.
No, I have it
okay,
done.
I'm just curious.
You wrote such an incredible
Do you
top
know?
10
Okay.
list that anything I do will just pale in comparison.
That's not true.
The audience should go right now and read your top 10
listen
games.
to us first. And
Yeah,
then,
listen to us. Okay, after. Make a note for yourself out there. Read Tyler's top 10 list. It'll change your life.
I like the idea that we can just kind of blog together.
Number 6. Yeah, but you're so... It's
Six-
like...
six is not bad.
It's like if I was in the same academy as Mozart. And Mozart's
my
like,
Lord.
hey,
That's-
man,
dude,
why
I
aren't you
was-
writing stuff?
I
Like,
was drinking.
we're just-
New Year's night depressed.
You might have unlocked your
that's
brain
the-
or something.
That's the key. Yeah,
every great writer is a drunk and depressed.
I wasn't drinking scotch though.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just matters that you get there. Hemingway,
Sure.
you don't think he was fucked up every time he wrote a book?
Every single one of them. Yeah.
100%.
Like
And he was super
like
depressed.
the cereals. Everyone. So the moral of the story is,
Yeah. Don't do drugs.
everyone's either on drugs or drinking or both.
Well, I mean, is alcohol technically a drug, right?
Yeah. Well, they distinguish it.
I know, but I don't know why, though, because alcohol is actually probably more dangerous. Can I say actually probably? Probably not.
By itself, I don't know.
Alcohol makes people violent,
It's a
which is very rare for drugs to do.
yeah.
There are some drugs that will inhibit people to be violent.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol, though, pretty chief among them, which is scary.
Fair.
So you have no inhibitions. You're ready to get violent.
Yeah.
Like a lot of, this is a serious talk now. A lot of murders are not alcohol caused, but alcohol was involved.
Well, everyone drinks.
But that's what I'm saying. It's
That's like saying that
might be the straw
every
that
school
breaks the
shooting
camel.
is because of Call of Duty.
That's absolutely wrong, though.
Well, but that's what news articles did. Is like, oh, they played a lot of Call of Duty, and it's like,
You
well,
don't
yeah,
think
everyone
that
does.
having alcohol in your system when someone commits a murder is not a factor? I think it's absolutely
for sure,
a factor.
Yeah, I'm sure it plays its role.
Yeah, because that might be the difference, right? Between like,
That's fair.
I'm really upset, but I'm going to let it go, versus I'm really upset and I'm drunk, so I don't care
Yeah,
about repercussions, and I'm going to do something.
sure,
You know,
sure.
I don't know. It's scary. It's a scary
This
world.
took a
we live in.
turn. We
Well,
were
look,
we were joking about mascots, and now
we
we're
are joking about
about
mascots, but I think
Yeah.
it's an important opportunity for us to let the audience know
we're very serious and
we're a very serious podcast.
yeah. Don't drink and
Don't drink
and
or drugs.
murder.
But if you're going to do drugs, just be safe about it.
I don't know what that.
Don't
is.
share needles. If you're doing needles,
You know
that's
what? We should
probably
probably.
you're probably lost already. But sharing them is where a
Yikes.
lot of people get in trouble.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that getting cut? I think that's a fair PSA.
Yeah.
I think that's a
You know
fair
what?
PSA.
That's gonna be the title of the episode. Don't
If
share
you're doing
needles.
psychedelics, you're supposed to have a babysitter. There's rules here. There's rules.
Have a babysitter.
Yeah.
Oh, for yourself. You mean?
Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
be by yourself when you're tripping balls, is what I've
That's
been told.
probably smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So have a babysitter for that.
Yeah.
Probably for all of these.
Just always have someone tethered
Yeah,
to
you should have someone watching out for you.
Or don't do it. Dare not to say yes.
Dare not to say
Dare
yes.
not to say. Dare not.
That doesn't.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Dare not
To say
to
yes.
say yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to say yes.
That's correct.
I don't understand what that means.
I'm daring.
yes.
Like I'm not saying yes. I'm daring to do that.
I'm not saying so. Say no. Just say no.
Yeah.
Why would
Yeah.
you not just say no?
Well, mine was the first one,
Okay.
and then they cut
Okay.
it. They made it a little cleaner.
are you serious?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Anyways,
Uh huh.
there's a lot of mascots on drugs.
Yeah.
So many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what we learned here today.
I don't know. Are you warmed up?
We have exciting news though.
We do have exciting news.
There was what was the conference called?
CES,
CTE.
Consumer Electronics Show.
Yeah. And Nvidia did like the keynote.
Yep.
Jensen, is that his name?
Yeah.
Big boy Jen, as I call him.
With his leather jacket.
I hate that thing. He looks bad. Not as bad as Keeley
It's-
looked, but
It's Steve
bad.
Jobs. Well, he wears that all the time.
It's not Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, the purpose of that was that this is the most simple, basic outfit that I can wear, so I don't have to make a decision.
Right. But all the other CEOs are like, oh, I'll have my uniform. So he always comes out with that jacket
Yeah.
on every conference.
If I ever get that big and
Yeah.
Couch Company pops off,
Uh-huh.
I am wearing something different every single time
That's fine.
I'm up there.
Yeah. And then that's going to
Every
be
time.
the shtick. That's why Phil Spencer puts a shirt on representative of like a secret game coming out or the next big thing or a tease or
I don't
whatever.
want to. Fuck.
You're
right.
gonna get-
I know anything you do.
Yeah.
Even if I have a randomizer.
Yeah.
That picks an outfit out for
Yep.
me, they're gonna
Have
speculate.
you seen Taylor Swift's whole thing?
She
where-
does it on purpose, though.
She is completely screwing with her fans. But they
100
have,
all
they
the
have like
time.
charts.
Literally
of,
all the
like,
time, yeah.
Here's the top and here's the bottom. And here's
She-
this comparison.
Yeah.
And there's like this one like unicorn outfit that she has yet to wear the combination of like the skirt and top or whatever.
Yeah.
People are losing
Yep.
their minds.
She is a genius.
Yeah.
When it comes to her fan base, she knows exactly what she's doing
Yep.
and gives them something to look forward to talk about. I mean, it is a masterclass. I think they will look back on Taylor Swift. You think I'm joking?
I'm not. I don't.
think it's serious.
Yes.
They will look back and study how she. How would you even define that?
I
How
would
she
define
created
it as manipulated.
I wouldn't say it. I would
she
say
manipulates them.
No.
You think
I
that she
think
sat
it's
down and was
intrigue.
like, "Oh, I'm going to pick out these outfits and do it." She probably just
No,
grabbed
because
whatever.
they're always talking about her.
Now they are.
That's
Now
the
they
thing.
are. But what I'm saying is, I don't think that she did that with the sole purpose of.
I think she recognized an opportunity.
once it was
Yes.
created by
Right.
her fans. I don't think that, you know what I mean? Like, yes, she capitalizes on stuff.
Yes.
But I don't think she's some mastermind marketing person.
She might be.
She might be.
She might be.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't get that big if you're not.
Yeah. I should probably cut this because,
Why?
well,
Oh, if the
you don't
Swifties
wanna-
come after you,
you
you're
don't wanna
dead.
anger them.
You're a dead man
just
walking.
Close the podcast now.
I think they might.
I like Taylor Swift. I think she's fine.
I like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift's great.
I'm being serious though. You're not.
No, she is great.
You're not. So we have 2 things cut already.
No, we're fine. We'll keep it all in. Who
I-
cares? Maybe we'll take out the needle thing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's
Now they
probably,
do.
Yeah, we took it out. Now I'm gonna take it out just to be funny,
Oh man, it is. It's a
even though
tough.
it's a very not funny subject. Okay,
It's a tough
what do we
life
got?
being
What
a
do we got?
podcaster.
Yeah,
The Nvidia 50 series Blackwell.
oh, see, I didn't know the name of it.
I don't think it's called Blackwell.
Oh, okay.
It's called Black something. Blackstone.
Blackstone sounds better than Blackwell. because
Treadstone.
They had Treadstone. That's a good one.
Do you know where that's from?
Yes, Jason Bourne.
Nice.
Come on.
Nice.
Come on.
Hey, love
Come on.
those movies. He could totally beat the shit out of
Keanu Reeves. Oh my God, yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh my goodness.
And Mission Impossible guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
They would. Neither of them.
I
would
feel like
see
you
him.
didn't back me though. All right.
I 1,000%
Story time.
backed you.
Story time for the audience. Here's our first detour of the day.
Oh,
Actually,
no.
probably our 50th.
All right.
There was an argument that we had.
I'm going to put this on the list right now. 'cause
A
we're gonna
while
do
ago.
top 5 assassins. We shouldn't even talk about this, but go ahead and talk
Okay,
about it.
we
but
will do top
shouldn't
5
talk
assassins
about
at
it.
some point.
I'll cut
I was
this
having
too,
an
it's
argument
fine.
with you're cutting this?
No, I'm kidding.
God damn it. I was having an argument with our mutual friend. I said Jason Bourne could destroy John Wick, right? And I think the stipulation is like they're in different places and then they just get like their next target is each other.
Yeah.
That if that's the scenario, Jason Bourne 1,000% wins. If they're in the same like room, I think it's closer, much closer. John Wick's pretty good at wiping people out in a room.
Do they have guns?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
like if they're apart and they just get the contract to kill each other, then they can prepare however they want.
Dude, low-level criminals were easily taking out John Wick. Like, if you go back and you watch those movies,
He's getting
like,
beat
it's-
up
yeah,
pretty good.
He's
Yeah.
like just
but he
getting
doesn't die.
Yeah, because they do what every villain does is like talk their ear
Jason
off
Bourne's going
and-
after other master assassins.
Dude, like
Yeah.
Jason Bourne literally would
He's
snipe him
crazy.
from a mile away and just walk away.
My
Like, it's not
favorite
even
part
close.
of every Jason Bourne movie, because I think it happens in every single one, is he's talking to someone and he's watching them, and then he'll let them know that he's watching them by some clever thing that
Yeah.
he says. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you need to get some rest. You look tired. Hang up." It's like every time it hits.
Yeah.
It's so good. Anyways, I think Jason Bourne would win. I think Tyler did not have my back in that, and then after the
100%
fact,
had
he
your
was
back.
like, "Dude, 100% Jason Bourne." But because we were there to watch John Wick,
Yeah.
so everyone was on John Wick's train.
I
I was always on It was always Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne would
Give me
do it.
Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne would do it. I was on your
All right,
on your
we're
side.
gonna do top 5 assassins someday.
Yes.
Stay tuned. A little foreshadowing.
Here's the problem.
Yep,
Agent 47 is going to be on that list.
100%.
So,
He is broken.
yeah.
He's broken.
Yeah, he's everyone. He is Jason Bourne.
I mean, like,
He's going to kill Jason Bourne, take his identity, and then become Jason Bourne.
there's a lot of assassins.
All right, it's a little foreshadowing. Anyway,
There's a lot of assassins.
Yeah.
A lot of good ones. I don't think Jason Bourne's gonna win
well,
because you have people who have like supernatural powers,
yeah.
and it's like that's not fair.
Nina Williams is going to be on there.
Nina Williams is gonna be on there,
He's an assassin.
but you have like Deathstroke is overpowered. He is unbelievable.
Does he have powers?
He has like
swing his sword
he's
quickly.
like superhuman. So he's OP.
Is he?
If you read the comics, he's super OP.
The comics are sure.
I don't know.
Sure,
That's what I've been told.
that's fine.
I just go off what I've been told.
All right.
I believe everything.
Yeah, clearly.
Anyways, Nvidia,
Uh-huh.
the Blackwell series.
Blackwell series. That can't be right.
cheeseburger?
Blackwell?
Yes.
I'll put a cheeseburger on that.
No, I don't want a cheeseburger. I think it's either Blackwell or Blackstone or Black Tread.
It is Blackwell.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
man, you just
I
didn't
know.
put it
I
on?
don't believe in myself.
Oh,
That's been my
wow.
biggest problem forever.
They just put something. They did like Lakewell or something, or Lake
I don't know.
something.
They're doing a theme. It's
Intel.
called
That's
a
Intel.
variation on a theme.
Yeah.
You ever hear of that? It's a music term. Mozart was good at that. Anyways,
Speaking of, well, we can't.
Nvidia 50
yeah.
series.
Yeah.
They announced at CTE. See, that's a joke.
CT?
CT is like when you get a concussion.
Oh, sure.
And your brain gets damaged. Which mine is, probably, because of how stupid I am. But they unveiled the 50 series, and they had a benchmark test. What would you call that?
Yeah.
Little
marketing. That's all you call it. It's not a benchmark.
It's marketing.
It's not a benchmark test.
It's not a benchmark, but it's like, it's a performance test or whatever. They had a little thing.
No, it's marketing. It's not a performance test.
Yeah, it was in game.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Marketing.
What is it called, though? What do they call it?
They're calling it a benchmark, but it's not a benchmark.
I know it's not a benchmark, but it's a demo or something.
As long as you know.
It's like a demo.
Yeah.
It looked good.
Yeah.
I would play that game.
Sure.
It'll never exist, but I'd play it.
No, it's just the benchmark tool. I don't even know what they showed. But
some chick walking and then like castles or something.
Every strand of hair individually rendered and stuff.
Yeah, beautiful.
Sure.
So they unveiled it. Little demo.
Yeah. So what they unveiled? The 5070, 5070 Ti.
5070, 5080, 5090.
7070 Ti, 8090.
Yes, sorry, there's 4,
Yeah.
correct. And the price points as well.
Yes.
I should have this information in front of me, but I believe the 5070 starts out at $599, somewhere around there.
You're right, yep.
Scales up, and the top one is like 2,000, yeah.
Yeah.
$1999.
Yep.
They claim, now this is interesting. So when it first was unveiled, I was kind of monitoring the internet to see how people were reacting. They were very high on it at first. And then as time went by, people were kind of not high on it, kind of upset about it, because they're claiming that the 5070, right? The 5070, or maybe the 5070 Ti has twice the or the same performance, as the 4090.
Yeah.
But that is through AI upscaling.
All of their bells and
DLSS,
all of the marketing.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
It's DLSS 4.
Which, to be fair, DLSS 3, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Right.
For what they say. I still have a 3080.
Well, the comment I kept seeing is fake frames.
Yeah.
Which, and again, I'm going to reiterate this for the 1,000th time. I'm not an expert. But if it makes the game run better and it's upscaling the quality of the pixels, the resolution,
yeah,
does it matter? Like, are they saying that because they're going to notice if it's a fake quote unquote frame? Or, like, I feel like you'd have to be pretty...
If you're in esports, sure. But also, if you're in esports, you're playing at 1080 anyway, and you're going to have 1,000 frames a second on whatever monitor of your choice. So that doesn't really matter. But if you're playing, Cyberpunk, you're not going to notice that.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to strike this balance of frame generation and the quality of the resolution.
So the biggest issue is you have the frame generation, which then causes input lag.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then they have their boost. I don't know what
they're only generating
or something.
The way I understood it was they're only generating X number of frames, and then the other ones are implied through the AI upscaling. Well, AI is upscaling the quality of the picture, but it's also
it's rendering it at a lower resolution and upscaling it through AI. Yeah.
Yeah, but the way I understood it also is that it is accounting for what the other pixels should be.
Yes.
Right?
And where it predicts are going.
Yeah. Correct. Yep. Right. So...
And this is all milliseconds, so it's just like, it's cool.
It's so crazy, dude.
Yeah.
We live in the greatest time in history.
But you need the reflex boost to make it not feel like you're just walking through molasses as well.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. DLSS 3, good. Yep. DLSS, better than anything AMD or Intel are putting out. Or just standard, anti-aliasing stuff. All of that is already good. They're already top of their game. So, sure. Like, if DLSS 4 gives you 100% improvement, because some of those charts are crazy. Like, when you look at the 5090 and you're seeing kind of like how crazy the bump is, that's kind of nuts. That's hard to believe, but if they hit it, or even at 80%, that's insane.
Well,
that's really good.
This is what they were saying as well. They were saying that with the upscaling, it's whatever percentage you were talking about, like double or whatever. Right. But taking that away, pure
pound for pound,
or whatever, however you would phrase that.
Yep.
20 to 30, I think is the numbers that I saw.
Yeah, it's like 33%
33?
better. Yeah, generally speaking. Yeah.
Which is still good in my mind. I guess like price point wise, definitely not worth it. Like,
but it's across the board. So it's like 33% more VRAM, 33% faster because they're on DDR7 now instead of the 5. So like, I don't know, man.
I'm excited personally.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I think it was a mixed bag from the audience. I did see Linus's video. He got to try it out. That dude might have the best life of all time.
He is also Linus is. I don't know how to feel about him.
Okay,
because it's like he is very the man now. Like he is the head honcho for that kind of stuff. So it's hard to like.
Is he going to be completely forthright?
Yeah, it's. I'm not saying anything about that. Like like he might be completely on the up and up and completely fine and stuff like that. But is he the guy that's like did he say anything in that video? Or was he all like speculative, like, we'll have to see, but this seems cool? And then
he said some negatives.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
As far as I didn't watch the whole thing, but he did have some negatives. He did like it though. They were very strict about what he could do, so he couldn't change the settings. It was a specific it was Cyberpunk that they were doing, which is a great test, right?
Sure.
That's going to be I'm really excited about booting that game up again whenever I get a new PC.
Well, you need
it's going to look
4K OLED.
Yeah, I'm going to get it's going to be a package deal. Yeah. We are going to talk about that in a second. Is there a second?
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
but don't be sorry. Yeah. But yeah, he was pointing out some things. But I think what he said as well is that, look, you're not going to notice these things, like the little bit of ghosting here, some artifacting, whatever, unless you know what to look for, right? Like
unless
the average
you watch
person.
Digital Foundry and they point out, and then you're like, oh, I can see
I
it.
can't spot that stuff.
Normally, I'm with you. I can't.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not like some expert.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I think he was pretty positive on it.
I mean, we skipped the generation. Like by all
he did too. Linus did the same thing as us.
So it's like
I think a lot of people did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at this point, not only are you going to let's say DLSS 4 isn't that much better than 3.
Mm-hmm.
You and I have never seen 3.
True.
So automatically it's going to be better. You know what I mean? Like it's already better than whatever we're doing. So
right.
You're going to have that jump no matter what. And then whatever so I don't know. Like, so how do you feel like when you're building a new computer, where are you going? Where's your mind at as far as like the cards, like and their breakdowns and stuff?
In terms of what I would want,
like you balling out, or you be like, oh, give me the 5090, just give me max it out and call it a day. Yeah,
it's max because
future proof it.
I don't even know like future proof is the. I just want the best. I want the best on the market. It feels good. I feel bad when I can't. I would feel bad if I couldn't run something to the best of its ability because of like the limitations of my hardware.
Sure.
Right. So it's like, I don't know. I want to feel good about like.
But
this.
how much of that like do you put on your hardware, and how much of that is the responsibility of the developer?
I don't know. Like we'll talk about this next week, foreshadowing when we do Indiana Jones. But like,
doing the review. Yeah,
I could not figure out what was going on with my computer.
Yeah,
in playing that game, I tried literally everything, and I would get this like weird static or pixelated effect on the bottom of my screen.
Yeah.
Like maybe, I don't even know what to call it, like a screen tear or something.
Mm-hmm.
The whole game. It was like a bug or something. It's not, it wasn't. Yeah. And again, so like I bring that up because it's like, is this my computer or is it the game? Because all I've heard about this game is how beautiful it looks and it runs completely fine on a 3080.
Yeah.
Because Digital Foundry tested it on a 3080. On high settings, right? But when I put on high settings, the game was like, "Oh, you don't have enough memory for
not
this.
Working for it.
Video memory for this." So I was like, I don't know. So I mean, we're gonna get into it, but I'm super illiterate when it comes to technology, so I don't know where I'm screwing up.
It's the early adopting though is also tough, and that's what scares me the most. Is because whenever I bought my computer, it was like full DDR5, 64, like 4-channel, like all this stuff, and it still doesn't work. And this is like 3-4 years removed now.
For example, the i9 processors, the new ones for Intel, they're having huge problems.
Yeah.
Or were. I think they fixed them. But
But
If
imagine
balled out and
spending
got
all
that, yeah.
right.
And it's like, oh, you're having huge issues until they patch it or whatever.
Or when I bought mine and product was scarce and it was COVID and it was like, pulling teeth to get the right parts and everything, and you do it and then it's like, actually it doesn't work. And it will patch it later. Like it's good. Like just in general, it's like, I don't know. It makes me a little worried. Like technically, and I'd have to look into this, I should be able to buy the card, pop it in my system and be good. Like I shouldn't need anything else. I have 32 gigs of RAM. I have an i9 processor. Like I have everything that's like set.
Yeah.
So I might go that route. Like if you're getting a new computer and whatnot, but I don't know.
It's contingent on me.
No, I like new shiny things too. Like, who doesn't, right?
I just want, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just want to be distracted.
Yeah, well, I want to play some pretty games, and
I want to play Cyberpunk just maxed out.
That's what would get me back into Cyberpunk, I think. Like if I max everything out, turn on all the ray tracing, and just go super into it.
A really good job with the updates because you haven't played since back in the day. Right?
I started back up, and I was actually shocked at how well it ran.
Yeah, it runs really good now.
Just to try it, but that's it.
If that game came out in this state, man, we're talking about one of the best games ever made.
Well, I mean, think about it. Like Witcher's coming out.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Probably not next year, but like Witcher 4 will hit, and then it's like, cool, like you have the system.
You got you're ready to go. Exactly. Yeah. So that's the game plan this year, although I got to save up for it because it's going to be expensive as balls.
For what? The computer?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
Like 4K.
It's going to be like $5,000.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure?
Dude, if you
I don't have that lying around.
If you want top of the line computer, that's not like any more than you normally would pay.
I spent 3.5 on the Alienware I had now or something.
Yeah. And think about how good that is.
It was good.
Yeah.
I'm still frustrated about Indiana Jones, dude. I don't know what the fuck I did wrong.
That's the game. That's not your
I should have uninstalled or reinstalled.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I couldn't find ray tracing in my settings.
Then
I don't know what happened.
I
don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But I'm mad.
Well, don't be mad.
I wanted it to look beautiful. And it did. I don't know. We'll get into it. But
sure.
So they are coming out with the 50 series.
Yep.
And then, so I've been, I talked about this last week, looking at Alienware.
Mm-hmm.
Their R16. I'm like, ooh, kind of interested in this,
Yeah.
I was looking at the 4090 build. I was like, I got to wait. But what if I just snagged one of these? Then they announced a couple days ago
okay. All right.
the Alienware Area 51.
Yeah.
Which is one of their classic lines in terms of like it's a big deal for them.
That was always the...
Yes. The last one they released was 2014, I believe.
Sounds right.
It was that triangle one.
Sure.
If you remember that crazy case. So they just announced Q1 they're going to release.
Did they show a picture of it?
Yes.
All right. I got to look this up.
It is a more... just like the R16, it's in line with a traditional case. It's a square.
Okay.
Has glass on it so you can see the beautiful parts. So I think it's just kind of an upscaled R16 really model. So
yeah.
Full size. Here's the beauty of this. It's going to come with the 50 series, right? All the best stuff. Not proprietary parts anymore. They're going to use mainstream parts. It's going to be upgradable.
Do they tell you the parts that they use?
I would have to read it again, but I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Do they tell you the parts, like the RAM that they use? And
No.
Yeah.
I'm looking through it now. It doesn't seem like it.
I might go that direction. I've loved my Alien. I've had zero problems with my Alienware.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it looks nice.
Yeah.
I like the design of it a whole lot. The
do.
thing that I would be worried about is it does have that solid front.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the vents look big, but I think cooling is going to be your issue. But
They've
all
said
these
that
new stuff shouldn't be...
They said that about the one I have now, right?
Yeah.
Mine only has 2 fans, and they're not particularly large.
Yeah.
But I've never had a problem with heat. So
well, it's like airflow. It's like getting fresh air in.
Right.
I mean, this looks really nice. If you're looking for like visuals, I think this actually looks better than Corsair's. But I would look at Corsair's new case that they just came out with a new one that's modular.
Yeah.
Hides all the wires, which is really cool. And certain motherboards are like.
This is a pre-built?
It can be.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I'm sure they're gonna have. They do pre-built, so yeah. but then they have like the rails for fans that are all conductive rails. So you don't have to all the wires going with all your fans. You just plug one in and then all of them snap together and it all kind of runs and looks really nice.
Yeah.
This looks like a Mac is really what it does. It looks like an old school like MacBook Pro, or not MacBook, but like Mac Pro.
Pretty sleek looking.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Apple always has great design, in my opinion.
I think my thing, and Nexus is hard for me to believe they're not somewhat biased because like once they go after someone's throat, they just like don't let up. If Nexus gives it a passing score for Alienware, I think that's huge.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been reading like PC Mag reviews. I don't know how
Nexus is. I don't think I've seen someone that's more in depth than them.
The Nexus. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Yeah. But that is in the lead right now for what I'm going to do, and I'm going to pair it with their new 27-inch OLED.
Okay.
27. Yes.
Entrance. Okay.
I have a 27-inch right now.
So that's 30.
My desk.
That's 32.
Right.
It's
a little bit too big for my desk because I have two monitors.
Okay. All right.
So 27 would be perfect, and then I'll just slide my G7 over.
Is it 27 4K?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
So that's
27 4K,
sharp.
240 hertz.
That's going to be super sharp then because it's
going to be
a smaller screen.
That's why
it's Retina.
They had a 32.
Yeah.
Last year, I think they came out with it, which is the number one on ratings.com is the Samsung.
Yeah.
But when they give you like alternative options, like here's our favorite or here's the best, and then they give you like some alternatives.
Yeah.
The Alien, that one's
it.
Is the second, not even second.
Well, the
just
Samsung
like
wasn't out when I
1B.
bought that.
Right.
Yeah. Is the 27-inch curved or is it flat?
I think it's flat.
I hope so.
Which
it's
is
27
interesting.
inches.
My G7 is curved.
Yeah.
27, which it's too small to be curved.
Yours isn't a 27. Yours is a 32.
No, it's not.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's why I need a 27 because
I would double check
now.
You're 1,000% sure?
Yes.
100% sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I can check. I have a picture of it, the box or something.
No, I mean that's good. Yeah, I mean you do you, man. Like
I'm doing
as long
me.
as you're happy, that's all that matters.
I am happy.
Is it? Do you know about the like reflective coating? Is it glossy? Is it like anti-glare stuff
How
like
would
that?
Yeah, they were talking about there's like a graphite thing in there to
People
stop
have like
what's it called, burn in or something.
Well, I don't care about that. It's more of like the coating. So this coating is anti-glare. It's not glossy.
Yeah, it would be the same as this. They're just shrinking this.
Okay. Which
and
is,
I think
great
it's flat,
monitor.
but
I
it
love
might be curved. It might be curved. I don't know. It is 27-inch confirmed.
The current one you have.
Current.
Okay.
But I have a Samsung G7 Odyssey, which is great. It's been a great monitor.
G9's the big one.
G9's the big one.
Big one. Okay.
But they have made smaller ones for the G9, I think, now because the top rated one on ratings is a G9, I believe.
MSI is the one that I was looking at. Because it has a glossy display, flat display, and it has a USB-C with a KVM switch in it, which means that I could have a keyboard and mouse hooked up to it, hooked up to the monitor, and then depending on whatever input I have on, I could either have the keyboard and mouse on my Mac or my PC, depending whatever's on the screen. And I don't have to swap, like it's just one set. I don't have to have like separate mouse and keyboard for like my Mac.
Nice.
And that was kind of cool.
That is pretty cool.
But at some point, like with OLED displays, especially, so I assume if it's the same panel, it's a QD OLED display, which is QD awesome.
OLED. Yes.
So at some point, there's like diminishing returns on like, they're all the same panel. They all look good.
Yeah,
like,
right.
You know?
Well, for me though, since I have a 1440, anything is going to be
freaking awesome.
Such an upgrade.
If you get a 27-inch 4K monitor,
it's going to be
that thing is going to be sharp as heck. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's going to be great.
Yeah,
so I'm very excited. But the problem is that's like 900.
Which is actually not
PC
bad.
is going to be like maybe 5K.
Yeah,
depending on what I get in there. That's
like a lot.
That's like $6,000 we're looking at after tax.
And then it's another $500 for the keyboard. And then
wait a sec.
Hey man, I'm just going off of what you said. That's all.
What did I say?
You said, when I get a new computer, I want to get a keyboard.
Well, I thought you were gonna make me one.
Yeah. What do you think they cost?
0. Friendship?
Oh, you just want me to buy you a keyboard?
I was just kidding.
I'd probably have honestly, the keyboard I gave you is
I love
as
that
good
thing.
as
It's
anything
great.
I have.
Although anything that requires me to use the arrow keys is very annoying.
Oh, then yeah.
So, for example, when Final Fantasy comes out, all the mini games have arrow keys, and I am fucked. I won't be able to play the piano. I won't be able to do the
you
summons.
can't. You just have to hold function down the whole time.
Yeah, it's a problem though.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm gonna be doing this and then trying
Yeah.
to. Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
You want a 65%.
Yeah,
What you're looking for.
Wow, specifically for that game, but
I just modded my Razer keyboard. That's what I'm using now, and I'm liking it. Yeah.
yeah, you were gonna talk about that today. Your keyboard.
I
is
have
sharp.
a
new
one
one.
coming. Yeah.
This one?
No, this is the one that died.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. So I have because this one died. There's a new one that has a volume slider on the left. So
I like
it
that.
looks like this. So I'm excited with that.
That's cool.
And then it has a watch, like digital watch face
No way.
on the top corner. Yeah.
That's so sick.
It's pretty cool.
That's so sick.
I think it's called the Athena, but it has a picture
a good
of
name
like
for it, too.
Athena on the back with like the weight and everything. It's red. So I kind of went because like I have a lot of different colors here, but like I'm missing kind of like a good red or a good burgundy. No, like the board,
no.
So yeah, that's red keys.
That's
but
a health potion.
the board itself is going to be that,
Yeah.
and then I gotta figure out what keycaps I'm going to put on it.
Yeah.
But I have
That's
new
awesome.
new switches coming too, so I'm excited. I got the Granny Smith Apple or something. Which
Best
is
apple.
Tactical. Nah, it's ugh.
We
All
argued about that
yeah,
before.
we can't do that.
Too sweet,
Too sour. Granny Smith
too
is
sour,
sweet.
whatever. Too candy like.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
I wish I had a cool hobby like that.
Tech is crazy.
Yeah, I'm so dumb when it comes to it too. I don't know.
You just
But-
want it to work. That's all.
I do want it to work, but I want it to be awesome.
Yeah. Well, this
So,
will be awesome.
It will be awesome. But yeah, like I don't know, like, is it easy to tell? This is gonna be a really stupid question. Is it easy to tell when your system's being bottlenecked, for example?
It is. Yeah.
So like if I were to play a game
Uh huh.
and the PC was limiting itself due to whatever,
Mhm.
would the game just look like absolute like the frames would die, or like how would you
No. So if you're bottlenecking, depending on what you're bottlenecking, it's the bottlenecking the GPU, right?
Yeah.
That means that you're not hitting. So like, let's say your monitor is 240 frames.
Yeah.
If you're getting 240 frames, then great, doesn't matter.
Right.
Like nothing matters. You're getting full frames. You're not dropping any frames. You're set. But if you're getting like 100 frames, still a good frame rate. But your GPU, if it's at 100%, it's bottlenecking it to be your full 240 frames, or there's some sort of limitation there,
Yeah.
right? Now, if your GPU is at say 70% and your CPU is at 100%, then your CPU bottlenecked, which is pretty rare in games, but happens.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Like Civ, for instance, is going to be
Yeah.
a big one. I'll be interested to see how it plays with the CPUs on that.
Yeah, neither of my components were 100% usage for Indiana Jones.
No, Indiana Jones is
It is an
just
optimization issue.
cracked. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know.
But I trust Digital Foundry.
yeah,
I trust them.
you needed to uninstall and reinstall.
I should have.
yeah.
I did the file thing, like whatever, check the files, but
Yeah.
it didn't help. I didn't want to reinstall it. It took like an hour.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's a
fucking
good
huge.
game. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of games, I completed Indiana Jones.
Mhm.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
It kind of fell out of my mouth. Which is my first game for 2025, which I feel good about. So I got that on the list. But there's not really anything else right now. I've been kind of looking.
Jedi Power Battles.
Sure. But so League of Legends, the new season just started.
Yeah.
So this happens every year. This is like a yearly ritual. They come out with this cinematic
Yeah.
for the season start.
New character.
It's so awesome. I play the game, get hooked again. So it's like I'm in that cycle right now. What was interesting about this year's cinematic is that it was more of a trailer for their future project, like post-Arcane project. Because it's about, spoiler alert, it's about like Mel going to Noxus.
Okay.
So she leaves Piltover, she comes back to Noxus, right? There's other stuff that goes on during it, but like So it's like, okay, that's where the next, if they're going to do like a sequel to Arcane, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I don't know. I was on the fence about it though. I should have had you watch it so we could talk about it. Because their cinematics are always
trailer?
the best.
Yeah.
Generally, it's just like, oh, here's some random champions they're fighting or whatever. There's lore stuff there, but it's mostly just like, here's a cool song.
Now, for the trailers, are they pulling the same art style as Arcane?
So for this one, they did.
Okay.
So it's very much connected. That's why,
So they're finding their kind of...
I love that art style.
Yeah.
Right? But the season start cinematics are typically just this super high quality, realistic-esque.
But kind of like Blizzard-esque.
Like Blizzard-esque,
So I think them getting an art style
it's good.
is good.
But I like the other one.
Nostalgia-wise, yeah.
I don't even think it's nostalgia. I just think it looks so good.
Yeah, I get it.
But I think it's probably more expensive.
What's why we all were excited whenever Borderlands was like showing like a super high-res cinematic, really high fidelity. And then you see the gameplay and it's like, oh, right.
Blizzard's the king of that. Or maybe Square Enix. They're also up there.
I think Square Enix is better than Blizzard.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All time?
I think pound for
Cutscenes?
pound, I think quality of cutscenes, yeah, I think so. Blizzard's good.
It's close.
Blizzard was best at some point, but I think like they
I think back to the early Final Fantasies though, and they were like, remember when you were playing through 7?
Yeah.
And you were watching like one of the cutscenes,
All
you're
of
like,
them were
holy
great.
shit, this
Yeah.
is like,
Yeah.
this is 25 years ago?
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
Going back and
masterclass.
watching some of the Blizzard stuff, like they're good. But the last like cinematic, like they had some World of Warcraft stuff and things like that.
Diablo 4
but,
was great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
But again, it was like 2.
But those two amount to
We'll get to it, but yes.
1% of what our net worth will be
Yeah.
in our entire life. Like,
Wow.
you know what I mean? Like, it's
good, though.
expensive.
They're really
They're insane.
Yeah.
The battle in when you bust into hell or
That's the
whatever.
one.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Sick.
But I'm trying to think of Final Fantasy. Like, what's the most recent? I mean, 16 had some crazy ones, but
Yeah.
nothing like that.
16 was more or less all in engine, right? Like they
That is pretty crazy.
yeah, like they.
I think
it's-
that game's great.
It
I
kind
don't
of depends
know.
on like what you're going for, you know. But
Yeah. I actually kind of think, let me know how you feel about this. I think 16, Final Fantasy 16, maybe was treated similarly to Dragon Age in terms of like, this isn't the Final Fantasy that I want, so it gets a worse score than maybe it, if it was in a vacuum. No?
The only reason I'm saying no
Because you didn't like it.
is
Because you're on the other side of the
well,
fence.
no, it's because I'm not a huge Final Fantasy guy anyway.
Interesting, yeah.
Just like I wasn't a huge
But-
Dragon Age guy.
but your
So that
favorite is
pulled me over.
10
My favorite.
by far, right? You love 10, so
Nostalgia wise, yes. I think my favorite to play, I actually like 15. I think 15 was
even
better
if you
than
take 15, it's
Yeah.
it's a market difference.
like, how do you mean? Oh, then
Like,
how
like
16 was
there's-
built and stuff.
16 is like not an RPG, right? Much like
Yeah, but
Dragon Age.
I don't go for that stuff for RPG. Like
Okay.
I don't
I
generally
gotcha.
like RPGs. You know what I mean? So like by all rights, 16 should have been my Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
because it wasn't an RPG.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I don't
Okay.
think the combat was anywhere
just
close to as far as.
theorizing.
I'm just saying.
Just theorizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Sorry.
No, you don't have to be sorry.
Yeah.
But anyways, I've been playing League. In addition to that, I've been playing their card game.
Yeah. Legends of Runeterra.
Yeah. Did you know about that at all?
I
or-
did. Yeah, you guys played it at Maryland. Like Nate was super into it for a little bit.
I don't know if that's true. They
Yeah,
were
for
super
sure.
into Teamfight Tactics.
Yeah. What's the difference?
Teamfight Tactics is
the
an
card
auto
game.
battler.
Yeah. That is not true. I
Like
know what you're talking about.
the
But yes.
auto chess
Yep.
that Dota made.
Yep.
This is a card game like Hearthstone that Blizzard made.
Or Artifact, like Valve made.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which, it's very sad, is it died because they were too generous.
Legends of Runeterra.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. Like, they didn't get enough players. But, like, the problem was, like, it was too easy to get cards. You didn't have to spend any money.
Yeah.
And this is what I was talking about at D&D is that, like, if you're too good, too nice, or however you want to phrase it, with your audience, you're going to get punished for it.
Mhm.
Because no one's going to, like... But, like, theoretically, you would hope that it's like, wow, they're super fair about everything. I'm going to buy all the cosmetics, right, to like support that. I guess in a card game, it's they didn't have worthwhile cosmetics. I guess like you could buy different boards and like card backs, but it's kind of
But if you buy a
limited
different board, like do you get to show your board off to the other person? Yeah,
it's just for you.
Yeah,
but it came with like different music. It was cool.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I mean. But they didn't have like, buy packs, it's random. It's like, okay, if you're going to buy something, you know exactly what card you're going to get.
Yep.
But you got enough like points where you could just get cards and you could just make the decks you want. It was like so great.
Yeah.
The animations are great.
So did they correct their mistake or is it just still...
So what happened last year was interesting is the PvP is kind of just dead. And they pivoted to this different game mode that they call Path of Champions, which is a roguelite.
I'm listening.
Where you can pick any of the champions that they have or most of them, and there's the whole world of Runeterra, and then you can go in and there's another champion you battle against, and there's a map that you have to sequentially get through. Some squares will have like powers that you get, and then you face an opponent, and then you go to another one. It's like a shop, and you buy a card, like things like that. So it's interesting. You have like a starting deck, and then it's not really like a roguelike, I guess, because you always have that like starting.
I see how you are. You reel me in with the roguelite.
The more I think about it, it's not really like that because
it's basically Diablo, but kind of
no.
Super
That's
Diablo.
why I'm saying I'm retracting.
Yeah.
So you have like a really small deck, and then as you go through, you build it. But if you die, you have to start over.
So it's a roguelite.
But you don't have the upgrades. But as you level your character up, you get upgrades on your deck, if that makes sense.
Light. Okay.
Whatever. I don't fucking know, but it's really fun.
People are calling it rogues now. They're just saying rogue.
It's a League of Legends card game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I've been enjoying that. That's been like,
I mean, to be fair, you had me at PvE. Like,
yeah, it's PvE now.
That's
I think they still have PvP, but I don't think anyone's playing it. And they've kind of said that like we're scrapping it. So, I don't know, but it's kind of cool. I've been really digging it.
Nice
in my spare time.
Yeah, is that on? They have an app, phone app too.
Like
Hearthstone has it.
Yeah,
like
I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like they're just leaving money on the table at that point.
Well, it didn't get big enough for them to like develop.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They might. I don't think they do though. But if you on the Riot client, you can download Legends of Runeterra.
Do I need to download Vanguard as well?
For that, I have no idea.
Yeah.
You don't have Vanguard on your computer?
Not currently.
Isn't it like too late? Isn't it like once you install it, it's game over?
That's what they say.
Here's a crazy thing for you. Tencent was the military put them as a what do you call it? Enemy?
No, like it's like a military thing.
Yeah. Guess who owns Riot?
Yeah. No, I know. Tencent
Guess who has
everything,
Vanguard on their computer?
Yeah.
Where they have kernel level access. And they're a military org.
Hey.
Not great. Didn't feel good about that. Maybe on the new computer I won't download Vanguard, but the problem is
you have to. Doesn't League
play League, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm either quitting League forever.
Yeah, no, you're not.
But I don't like that.
I don't blame you, buddy.
I don't like that.
I don't blame you at all.
I don't like that.
I know.
I came downstairs today and my computer was on and I swear I turned it off.
Sure. Well, they needed to know what you're doing. Buddy, you're gonna keep saying, I don't like this. I don't like this as you install it and then you play and you
really am gonna debate because I was told that if I install it once, it's game over.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, because
maybe
I
look that
uninstalled it at some point, and I was
Yeah.
all right, well, if it's already over, I'm gonna reinstall and play the game I want to play.
Sure.
But if I get a fresh computer,
Yeah.
they don't have me.
They have you 20 other ways.
Nah.
All right.
Name one.
Your phone.
Nah. I got a new phone.
Okay.
They don't have me right now.
What apps you got on there? Any casino apps?
No, not on the new one.
Oh, geez.
Not on the new one.
All right.
We're clean.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. They have me.
I think if they want you, they have you. Like, I don't know.
I love China. Just want to say that on record. Or if the U.S. is listening, I love America.
It's very good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing.
I I don't want to talk about the game that I've been playing.
Yeah, you
for
have to though.
A long time.
Infinite Nikki.
Infinity Nikki. I kept saying Infinite Nikki the whole time
You
last
have been.
episode. It is Infinity Nikki, and I apologize to Tencent.
Do they own that too?
I don't know. Probably,
you got
right?
me,
I bet
dude.
if
That'd
you
be
look
awesome.
it up. Yeah.
I have a lot of questions for you, but I do need another drink in order to get
Yeah,
there.
no, we could pause it.
So let
we
me
could pause it.
do that.
All right.
All right, I'm juiced up.
Yep.
Infinite Nikki.
Infinity Nikki.
Infinity. It's infinite.
Infinity.
Oh, you were saying infinite?
I was saying infinite. It's
Gotcha.
Infinity and Nikki.
Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite.
Great game.
Ask me anything.
Okay, so Infinite Nikki.
Yep.
Infinity Nikki. Do you love this game? Do you absolutely love this game?
I love being able to turn my brain off
Yeah. Yeah.
and just not care.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, why is that?
It's just a good relaxer. So a lot of games, especially like roguelites and things like that and whatnot, like you're playing this stuff and like we have this downtime, right? Like we have this lull.
Yep.
And especially towards the end of last year, like we were cramming a lot of games and going through a bunch of stuff and trying to like critically, look at all of these titles. And this game is like, hey, you didn't pay for any. It's free to play game. Now, obviously, they want you to pay for stuff, but
of course,
I haven't put it. I officially have not put any money in. Free to play game, looks real good, runs real well.
Yeah. Unreal 5.
Has a mobile app that actually runs well. The controls
So
are
you
not super great, but
It's just playing it on your
literally
phone?
the game.
Oh, okay.
Yep, on your phone.
I didn't know
It's
if it
on
was like some
PlayStation,
sort of
I-
like Battlefield Commander
Nope.
mode.
It is the game running at 60 frames.
Wow.
Well, let's call it 45 to 60. Yeah, depending on what you do.
Yeah.
Running really well on the phone. To the point of I actually looked up, those backbone controllers you put your phone in?
Yep.
I did look those up.
Uh-oh.
And Best Buy had it on 50% off.
Did
so
you?
It was like $50. I tried. It was sold out.
Damn.
So,
But what about Cowboy Bebop? We still getting that
yeah, maybe someday.
someday?
Yeah.
What about Berserk? We still reading that? Okay. Continue though.
We'll talk about reading later.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. I just looked at their list.
But yeah, no, I think the game is deep. I guess I don't want to say deeper per se, but like the lore in the writing in this game is actually kind of nuts. I don't think it's necessarily like crazy good writing that like Tactical Breach Wizards and stuff like do, but the amount of lore, the amount of just random bits of information in the world that they're just everywhere. It's not a really compelling way to view it because it's just like investigate and it just gives you like a sheet to read. So it's kind of like that's lame. But people wrote that and it's just like there's a lot of flowery stuff. Every single, like the whole premise of the game is just collect a bunch of materials and make clothes to then make outfits to then battle people on who has the better outfit.
Yeah.
I know what it sounds like.
I don't know what it sounds like. Tell me what it sounds like.
It sounds like this is a game for girls.
Whoa.
I said it. I just look. I know.
Hey.
I'm just saying that.
Cut number 4.
I love it. I
know you do.
I am actually going to say I love it because
You spent a whole day
it's just
sending
you
me
stuff.
and
Yeah.
Jeff
Yeah.
pictures and
Did
things.
you listen? Did you listen to the song that I sent when I was riding on the giant paper
Yes.
crane?
It's great. And the boss
I'm
fight
seeing
was
that.
great.
Yeah.
It's great.
The music is good.
I feel like I'd love
the
this
characters
game.
are good. There, like the thing that I actually really like about this world is there's a million different people just living in it, and they all like you can talk to anyone. They're all like, oh hey, do this, do this, do this.
Yeah.
And there's like a loop and stuff. And I think the worst thing about it is there's like 1,000 different menus, and even now I still don't know what all the hotkeys are for all of them, and it's super annoying because I'm always hitting the wrong one.
Yeah.
But it loads fast. It's once you start kind of getting into the loop of things, it's good. You have to look through some of the free to play stuff because it's like, hey, just buy this gem pack or hey, do this. But it's not like you kind of scroll past it a little bit when you're in the menu or whatever. Like it's largely fine.
Wow.
I could see how people could get sucked in.
Are you gonna pay for anything?
No, I think if I was going to pay for it, I would have done so by now.
Are you gonna reward their efforts?
If anything, if I'm going to pay them, I will buy the season pass.
Interesting.
Yeah, which is $10.
Okay.
Or 100 if you do the best one.
So you're able to make your characters or a character creator, or
no? So
it's Nikki.
It's Nikki.
Yeah.
And then you
just dress her up.
And
you dressed her up as Nina today?
I did.
That was very good.
It's pretty close. Like it was like
spot on.
Yeah,
I thought it was an NPC.
Yeah,
that just looked like Nina.
No,
I don't know.
No, I found the right.
Perfect.
I actually spent a lot of money to get those outfits.
It's 100%
in-game money.
She's the best.
Yes. Yeah,
she is. She's the best character in Tekken. No argument.
Okay. But yeah, no, it's super cool, and it's just like it's you're going around, you're doing stuff, and it's like the thing that frustrates me the most is it is free to play. Yeah. I would have rather paid $70 for this game and then just had everything open to you, and there's no because like it does things where it's like every bug you catch with your net. So think like almost like Animal Crossing, which I don't think you played, but like every bug you catch, you get 1 insect research point. Eventually, they just say, "Hey, you can't get any more of these today."
Yeah.
And they cap you that way. Yeah.
Right,
so it's like if I want to play for 12 hours, which I wish I had the time to do that, it would cap you and then you couldn't really progress in a meaningful way. So you can keep playing the game, but it's kind of like you hit your wall.
Yeah.
Same with the dailies, same with it. So it's like that's the stuff that I don't really like, but also I don't have a lot of time to just sit and marathon something. So like, I don't know, man. It's pretty good. Like there's some platforming things that are good. There's some challenges that are good. They just started a random like event that's happening that I already finished, and there's still 15 days left on it and stuff. It's like
so you love this game.
I love the way that it made. I love this here. Actually, this is a good example. I love this game like I love Power Wash Simulator.
Ooh,
Do I think that it is like God of War? No. But does it scratch that same itch of just turn your brain off, listen to a podcast, go around, just randomly collect things, pet the sheep, do whatever, and just kind of get stuff. And then after you get enough crystals, you get some random pulls, and it's like, oh, I got that 5-star dress, now I can go beat this one chick that was talking crap on me over in Flora Wish or whatever the village is called.
You know what it's called.
I think it's Flora Wish. The names are really weird, and a lot of the stuff isn't voiced, so it's like you're kind of like making stuff up in your head. You know how that
like
is.
The good old days.
Reading.
Yeah.
But it's like it's interesting, and like there's some like kind of crazy like it's almost like you're playing Matchmaker too. There's a lot of missions where you're like, this guy's in love with this girl, and you have to go get this thing for him or whatever.
You were saying
it's
some of that
weird stuff.
Yeah.
But like the environments are so like they're pretty, man. Like after playing like Indiana Jones, where like. Yeah, the lighting's good, and like there's some parts of India that are cool. Like this one's just like it looks very clean. It's not like super hyper realistic, but like it looks crisp. And it's like this is Unreal 5, man. This is nice. Like you run through a field of grass and some nice grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That is interesting.
It does the thing too. It doesn't really tell you a lot, but it's like for a while I was like, oh, I don't know how to get up to this part. I don't know how to do this. And like, there's some like interesting platforming things and stuff. And then you like either unlock a new ability or you find like a new way of using your current abilities to get to a certain thing. And you're like, oh crap, that unlocks all this stuff. And it just like
clicks.
Yeah. And it's like, you're finding stars and you're finding these things that like other collectibles and things like that in the environment. It tells you how many that you have to still get. I think it's good. Like it's
a Tyler game, really. If you the way you talk about it, it's like, yeah, it's a Tyler game.
Kinda.
Runs well, looks great,
numbers
collectibles,
go up. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Outfits, dressing people up. That's Tyler.
I think the thing that scares me is I was getting to a point of kind of like saturation where it was like, all right, I'm kind of hitting a wall. Like I kind of got to pay money to keep going where I'm at and stuff. And then I did one mission that was like, okay, jump on this cart and we're going to go to the new area and you can get off at any point. And then it's like, here's a whole new area, a whole completely new quest line and everything. And it's just like, it's very different. Like it's like cool. And there's like, that's the second one. There's many more. And like you zoom the map out and you're like, holy crap, there's going to be a ton. So it's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Look,
this is what you're looking for.
This is going to be either my palate cleanser or I'm going to just stop playing once February hits. but for January to kind of like reset,
Yeah.
it's kind of
Perfect.
nice. Yeah.
Perfect game.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we both have our palate cleansers.
An embarrassing, yeah. Like
It's
I'm
not
embarrassed.
embarrassing.
I'm
Why?
embarrassed.
Why?
I'm embarrassed.
It's recorded for history
it's
now.
a dull dress up game. Like
So what?
some of the platforming is actually like I was doing some platforming
Yeah.
and I'm like,
It's pretty
I
good.
bet John would miss this this jump here. Like there are times because I know you don't like platforming.
Why am I getting strays right now?
I'm just saying, like you.
How did I get a stray?
So you know
For-
Guild Wars platforming.
Of course.
It's kind of like that. But
Oh,
like
do I
across-
know Guild Wars platforming?
I know. I'm just
do
saying.
I know Guild
I'm
Wars
just saying.
platforming?
Just
That's
saying.
that's where my reputation got tarnished. Was the Guild Wars platforming, dude.
Then you might not
I
like it.
couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
It's fine. I know Jeff installed it. I wonder if he's actually playing it.
He's gonna play it.
I want his friend code so we can face off.
Match.
Yeah.
Nice. I am scared if I play that game. I'm scared that I'm gonna love it.
So the only thing I'll say is I think the music is great.
Yeah.
Like there honestly, and I'm gonna say this with a very straight face.
Okay.
There are times when the world music, I'm like, this could be in Final Fantasy.
Ooh.
Like legit, like it's like this could be just like a down track of
trying
just
to
like,
get me back for
No,
how
no,
I sold Legends of Runeterra. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying like there are some really good tracks that I'm just like I could see that.
Yeah.
Now most of them are like
Japanese
jaunty,
game, right?
like- yeah,
Yeah.
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 So I think that's really good. And then what was I gonna say? I just unlocked a new mission that's like, here's one piece of sheet music. Go find the other ones, and then we'll see what comes of that. But some poet that is a shepherd, like that's what his family does.
Yeah.
But he wants to be a songwriter.
Wow.
And his father's disowning him, and it's a whole drama thing.
That is quite the side
There's some
quest.
deep,
That's
like
deep.
dude. There's like a mafia design crew. So think like Team Rocket type stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to go and find like there are different stylist cliques and like gangs.
Yeah.
In each of these cities.
Yeah.
Some good, some bad. But you have to like go and battle them to then find out who their leader is, to battle them, to then get to like the main leader of the area. Like it's kind of nuts, like how much crap is in this game.
It's filled to the brim.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Infinite.
In-
Nikki. What a game. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't
who
be
should play it.
ashamed.
I don't
Be
know who should play
yourself.
This game.
Speak your truth.
Look, man. It's either this or it's Power Wash Simulator. Those were my options.
Maybe Power Wash Simulator
I
will
tried-
have an Infinity Nikki level in it someday.
Maybe. Dude, they
have everything else.
With that stuff. Yeah, they have SpongeBob. Why
Do
not?
they have Warhammer 40K?
Do they? I think they do.
That'd be great. Just
They have Final
blood,
Fantasy.
blood everywhere. I knew
Yeah.
about that one. You're cleaning
Final
the
Fantasy.
motorcycle and stuff, right?
Tomb Raider, yeah, like the little, well, not little, it's big. It's like a model of Midgard, and it's like you can
Oh,
go through
really?
each thing. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of them.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
interesting. Final Fantasy 7 specifically, right? Or
Yes.
different-
yeah, no,
different
Final Fantasy
games.
7.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's like a big, like the big, like mech and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
interesting.
and Hojo's like talking to you the whole time while you're trying to watch this thing. Yeah,
That's not what he sounds like. Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, so
I don't know.
we'll move on from your secret game that you've been playing to the Secret Levels, which
Yeah.
is a show on Amazon.
It is
Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, tell us about it. I haven't seen it, so I have no idea.
It is.
You've told me to watch it a million times. I have not.
No,
so
I haven't.
apologize. I swear you have.
I just started it. There's no way I would have told you.
Maybe you told me you were going to watch it.
I told you I was going to watch it,
okay,
and
maybe
what
that.
I thought this was a documentary series about various games in the industry. Nope, these are small, like mini episode movies. Good.
Jeff told us to watch this
Did he?
because there's
Okay.
a Warhammer one,
Yes,
and he said it was super sick.
it was.
Yeah,
it makes
sorry.
me hate Warhammer.
Whoa, whoa.
Space Marine 2.
Oh, okay.
This episode
Yeah.
was like, and Titus is in it. Spoiler.
That is a huge spoiler.
That fight scene might be one of the coolest fight scenes I've ever seen.
Ever.
It's insane. So I
Top
recorded
five fight
it.
scenes?
I record it. Oh man, that's gonna be tough.
I know, but
You need to see it. Just like all the little, again, you have to, I watched it twice.
I'm gonna watch it
because of all the little things that they do.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's equivalent. Like, you know how Legolas, whenever he like grabs the horse and swings up and does some cool crap or like surfs down as he's shooting his arrow.
Yes.
It gets old after the umpteenth time you watch it. But when you're watching it in that moment, it's pretty sick. Now imagine the entire fight scene is just all that.
Yeah.
Just like every little thing is just sick to watch.
Yeah.
Can I show it to you before you? I don't want to be like that guy, but like you need to see that.
Dude,
that
why
2
would
seconds.
you apologize me? I don't even think like that guy. I trust
right.
your.
I just want to show you like that clip, and it's awesome.
I will say this. Okay. Being that guy, quote unquote,
Yeah.
is when you have no perception of what the recipient would enjoy. Mm-hmm. That is not you.
Okay.
I would say you have a 90+% success rate.
I should hope so.
On
Oh,
recommendations.
okay. Nice. All right.
Whether it's movies, TV shows,
Yeah.
clips.
Well, then you're gonna love this,
So
especially
how's
on an OLED TV.
Berserk?
So, Secret Level is
Sorry.
It started out with D&D, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh great, I'm gonna see a documentary about D&D, and then it was just like a cinematic,
Oh, really?
and that's all
That
of
sounds
these
so
things,
sick.
and it was incredible,
Yeah.
and it's like anywhere from
What
15
properties do
minutes
they
to
cover?
9 minutes,
Or is it better
So,
to be surprised? Is it better to be
you
surprised?
know what they cover because it's the title of the episode, so it'll say
how
like
many episodes are there?
I want to say like 12.
Oh, wow. And
something
it's
like
done? They're finished?
I'm sure they'll do more. I don't know. Like they
Is
got
it season
such,
1?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
It got such rad reviews for it.
Rave?
Rave, rad, whatever.
Rad reviews.
Rad reviews. They wanted to do a Doom Master Chief crossover,
And
they
did
couldn't do
see
that.
article.
but I didn't understand what they were talking about when I
Yeah.
read the article. And I'm
Right.
like, now that I see it, I'm like,
I didn't either.
oh, that would be so
That was
cool.
so
Like,
sick.
it's just video. It's just cutscenes.
Not Bungie, but Halo said, Microsoft said no.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course. Imagine that you took the Diablo fight, like that cinematic,
Yeah.
made it 12 minutes long, but anywhere from 9
Really?
to
It's that
12
quality?
minutes long.
It's that quality?
Yes.
No way.
Oh my
No
God.
way.
Yes.
Can we get this on Plex?
Yes.
I don't have Amazon Prime.
I don't know. Ask Sean. Or yeah, we'll go up there. You'll watch that one scene,
Yeah. I'll be hooked.
and it's all over the place. So it's like you have Dungeons and Dragons, you have that, you have Pac-Man, but it's like a weird Pac-Man that they're actually coming out with that game. So which makes that trailer that they announced
yeah.
makes way more sense, and I am super psyched for that game now.
Yeah, I remember that game. It's not actually Pac-Man. It's right.
I can't spoil it, but like you got to watch
Oh,
that episode.
okay.
It's wild, dude.
It's wild.
It's wild.
Like
Ironically enough,
Twilight Zone wild.
maybe.
Have you ever
Kinda.
seen Twilight Zone?
Yeah, I like Twilight Zone. My dad loves Twilight Zone.
My dad's his favorite show of all time.
Yeah.
Our dads are similar. Our moms
think-
are also similar.
Unreal Tournament, right?
Yes.
Awesome story. Sifu actually was pretty cool. Sifu was probably like cool art style, very arcane. But
Yeah.
we were talking about earlier about like animation, who has the best animation. So like,
Yeah.
oh my God, dude.
Some of
these
these
things are
ballers.
insane.
Yeah.
They're all animated. It's just like, it's very, very good. Like I'm excited to keep
No
going
league.
with it.
No league.
No league. There is a what was the Concord? So there is a Concord in there.
Blech.
So people are talking about that. I just watched one. It's kind of like Call of Duty esque, and I think actually the one actress from Call of Duty is in it, but it's not Call of Duty. It's kind of weird. But like the animations are, it's just the stories are very tight and succinct. There's a Mega Man one. It's like literally 8 minutes long.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, that's like, it's cool. Like, it's
What do you think my favorite
neat stuff.
property would be out of all of them?
From what so it's tough because favorite property,
Yeah.
probably Warhammer.
Okay.
Favorite, like, cinematic, probably Dungeons and Dragons, which is the first episode. So I don't want you to think that the rest are not good because I'm
Watch
loving
all.
them
Gotta
straight
watch
through.
all, yeah.
I think Dungeons and Dragons is really good. I think you'll actually like the story of Unreal Tournament,
Oh, really?
which is kind of wild, but like
I never played Unreal Tournament.
neither have I.
Oh, okay.
But you don't have, that's the beauty
Yeah,
of this, is
yeah.
you don't have to do any
They
of that
fill
for
you in?
any of this. It's not about filling it in. It's literally like these stories are, because they're 9 minutes. It's not
Yeah,
like
it's quick.
a continuation. It's
Yeah.
like, here's a snapshot.
It's a one shot.
And it's literally like they're just still down to the bare, like, what does it take for a human to watch this, understand it, embrace it, relate to it, and feel something from it.
Right.
It's incredible that they can do that in 9 minutes per episode. Like, again, they fluctuate in times, but like, you could watch 4 an hour, and it's crazy. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
You watch this Warhammer cutscene, you'll be like, "Yep." You'll
I believe you.
Yeah.
I like I said, you always recommend me really great stuff, and
Yeah.
I recommend you dog shit. That is
No,
horrible.
that's not true. That's not true. It's a different.
So bad you can't finish it.
I'm finishing Secret Level tonight probably, and then I have to watch Castlevania. Yeah, which you liked Castlevania, right? Like you watched
I've never played a
saw it?
Castlevania in my life.
I thought you watched the anime though.
No, it was Jeff,
Oh, okay.
the guy you've been texting all day about that.
Yeah, well,
I watched a lot of other anime.
right, but I thought you still watched
no.
anime. Okay,
Well, not that one.
yeah, I like Symphony of the Night. I was on PlayStation.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. People like it. It's classic.
Secret Level, you should watch it. If it's not on
I
Plex,
will.
get it
I
on
will.
Plex. It's very good.
I will get it. I will get it. I will call my.
That's one where
Plug.
like I would probably own that. Like if it came out on like some
wow.
sort of like disc to have,
What if the shipping gets delayed?
I'd probably keep it going.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the level of
Yeah,
It's
great. I'm excited. I'm excited now for that.
the coolest thing.
I'd love to see something
There's
like
an
that.
Armored Core one.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna like the Armored Core like a lot.
I probably like, dude. I love animations. You know me.
Here's the thing.
I love it.
I don't want to spoil it.
Don't spoil it.
In different episodes, they're like, you'll know the voice actors. And you'll be like, wait, what?
They got who? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So don't, like, whenever you're starting it,
Yeah.
you'll know what the game is typically.
Yeah.
But, like, don't read anything. Don't just,
The only thing I saw
play
was
and
the
go.
Doom Halo attempt crossover.
yeah, which never happens. So it doesn't, you're not
Right.
losing anything.
Yeah.
Which,
Interesting.
man, that would have been so cool.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you make Master Chief relevant again.
Yep.
100%.
Doom's
Doom's always
doing
down to
it.
play ball too. Like
Yeah.
I remember when Final Fantasy Remake came out,
Mm-hmm.
and Doom created this sick graphic, I guess, of the Doom guy. Like you know the cover of
Like
Final Fantasy.
congratulating them and everything. Like, we're always
Yeah,
doing, like,
yeah.
stuff.
So the cover of Final Fantasy is like Cloud with the Buster Sword looking at the Shinra
Yep.
Tower or whatever. So it was the Doom guy looking at like some hell tower. It was so sick.
Yeah.
And they're great.
And the marketing team's great because it's like,
so good.
hey, remember Doom?
Yeah.
Also, we're good
shout
people.
out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like everyone's eating.
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's great. I'm also very excited for they kind of transitioning a little bit, but they released a trailer today for the PC version of Rebirth.
Oh, specifically for
It
the
looks
PC?
really
I gotta look that up.
Now, historically, they've been horrible. The PC ports have been like not amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But they have me hyped.
I didn't mind Remake. Remake was okay.
It wasn't bad. It's just very limited in terms of like options and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Like frame rate is limited. Like just the amount of options is limited. I know in Remake, the skyboxes, for example, weren't really fixed
Yeah.
because that was like a game problem, I guess. It
Mm-hmm.
would, but there's like mods you can do. So it's really funny. You can like download like a 50 gig mod.
Well, yeah, and then the guy's coming out like, hey, don't download the bad mods.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't want to see Tifa naked. And it's like, come on, dude.
Oh,
like,
so
what do you...
I actually looked into that. The reason they say that they're required to say that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sure.
I don't think they give a shit. I think they're just required to say that.
No, you have to say that, and like people are gonna be like, yo, okay.
No, they
And then-
literally have. Like I think it's a Japanese thing,
Sure.
like for like liability or something.
Yeah.
I think they're fine with it. They're like, yeah, buy the game and see Tifa naked. I think that's what they're really thinking.
It's the classic, like, whenever you did all the nude mods in Skyrim, and like legitimately, it's just no, the skin textures are just 1,000 times better.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So
that's
so
why
ju-
I'll be down.
Yeah, because it's well, no, like whenever. So seriously though, whenever I was like heavily modding Skyrim and making like the screenshots,
Yes.
you did. That's what you did.
Yes.
like
And then
you
put
kept
clothes
all
on
the,
them.
You kept all the clothes on,
Yeah.
but like you
Yeah.
could make that like photorealistic stuff, and it's
Yeah.
sick.
It's
yeah.
they modders are
yeah,
horny
yeah,
and good.
yeah.
So
I wonder what the mod. Not to keep jumping topics, but I wonder what the modding scene is for Starfield at this point.
I haven't checked.
That would be extremely telling.
You were probably way more correct than I was on that. I was hopeful.
The modders would fix that.
Yeah, but again, it's like, how long can you expect modders to carry your game before?
Yeah.
Like, I think Skyrim's so old that it's like, okay, there's glaring issues, but it was in a time where like technology's limited. What it does is incredible.
Yep.
So it's like, this is an amazing game. It's revered as one of the best games of all time, I would say.
What, 15 years ago or
Exactly.
whatever? 14 years ago? Yeah.
Starfield, same problems.
Yep.
Doesn't look all that much better, to be honest.
Sometimes
Like,
worse,
you don't get
like
leniency.
legitimately. Like
I wouldn't. Like OG Skyrim.
I would
No.
take a Skyrim NPC shot, put it next to some of the NPCs walking around in Starfield.
I would say on par, maybe. I wouldn't say worse.
Okay, fine. On par, which is
Dude, worse is crazy.
on par is crazy.
On par is crazy, but worse is impossible.
Yeah, well,
Because
fair
they're probably using the same fucking assets.
You're right. I'm just mad at Starfield.
Yeah, that could have been an incredible game.
They duped us.
We were so on board, and that one direct killed us, dude. We were so on board after that.
Everything.
Bethesda, amazing marketing, terrible execution.
Yeah.
And we'll get into it next week with Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
We're going to get into it.
We'll get into it.
Just keep in mind Skyrim. Just keep that in mind, because it will be in my review.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, so I'm going to watch Secret Level. Tyler's going to show me something.
Yeah.
Keep me at his house an extra 10 minutes. You have to watch the leak cinematic then. That's the deal.
Fine.
That's 5 minutes.
Fine.
Only 5 minutes of your time.
Fine.
I know you're going to get 2 minutes
this isn't
through and
even-
you're going to say,
no, it's not like I'm not even going to show you the full. Like it's going to be like
just a little clip.
maybe like 2 minutes.
All right.
Yeah. Because honestly, it's the coolest part of the entire episode, but it's like
Yeah.
pretty cool.
No, I'm down. I am excited.
Yeah.
I like the things that you recommend to me.
Good.
I have an
like
open
what
mind.
you recommend to me.
Nah.
Yeah.
Name one.
The Viking.
You didn't even finish it.
I didn't. What did I do?
Anything else
Yeah.
probably is the answer to that question.
It was. I really like that show. That might actually be. I mean, it's not One Punch Man, but like that might be my second favorite.
One Punch Man season 3 is supposed to come out this year, but they've been saying that.
Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like it.
I wasn't going to tell you.
Yeah,
I had to get there.
I had to get there. Yeah.
It's a great show. That's in my top. It's in my top 10, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just a quick subject here, but House of the Dead 2.
Yeah, this was like a random last minute
I
ad.
saw it today, so they're not remastering, they're remaking this game.
Yeah.
And I saw IGN just like a trailer, like a trailer. So I like saw it today, or just saw the title of the video. I was like, oh, it's just super nostalgic because like this is one of the games you would play at the arcade.
Yeah.
So like,
So how do you play it?
it was like a light gun shooter.
No, I don't know that, but I'm saying for the
How do
remake.
you play it
Yeah.
on
Is it just like a remake at the
Probably
arcade, or is it?
point and click, I would imagine.
Ugh.
Definitely not as good as the light gun. So
Point-
maybe it's,
yeah, point and click's
I don't
gonna be
know if I'm
super
going to get
easy.
it. I just got a kick out of it because it spawned these memories of me going to the arcade.
If
Now,
that's multiplayer, I will play it with you.
sure. It's no Time Crisis. That's my favorite arcade game of all time. You ever played Time Crisis?
Yeah, that's with the pedal.
Yeah. That's my favorite. Specifically, Time Crisis 3. Me and my brother spent so much money at the arcade to beat that game. It was incredible.
It's up there. Yeah.
It's a multiplayer. It was so much fun, dude. I love that game.
I played that
That was-
on a
that was
home
a
console.
great time.
We didn't have a pedal, but it was like you held like the buttons on the side of the gun or
Yeah.
something to do it. Yeah.
It's an arcade game. You
Yeah.
gotta play it at the arcade. Time Crisis 2 is great. The original one was weird. So the original Time Crisis was you were like a SWAT team member, and the pedal put up a riot shield.
Oh.
And it was only single player, I
Interesting.
believe. Time Crisis 2 is when they really developed the formula for 2 players.
Yeah.
You got 2 cool dudes, and you're in different. And it's so cool because
Dude,
you could play-
double the income.
you could play the game as player 1, and you have like your position in the environment, and then
Yep.
you can replay the game as player 2. totally different. Like it's the
Yeah.
same location, but you're in a totally different location. People are popping up
You're
from
like supporting each other,
right.
and
Like you're
stuff.
behind them this
One's
time,
hanging
or
from a helicopter, the other one's like running.
it's cool. Those games are great, dude. That is a nostalgic trip for me.
I
thinking
think I
about this.
played probably more House of the Dead, but Time Crisis would be a close second. Probably not three. Probably two or maybe three. I don't know.
3 was the
Wildwood Highlands was where I.
That's
would be
where I
playing
played it
that.
too.
Yeah.
That is where I played it as well, and I believe they had all of them. And when we went to the beach, they had Time Crisis there
Nice.
as well,
Yeah.
as well as
like
House
on
of
the
the Dead.
boardwalk or whatever.
I
Yeah.
played House of the Dead 2, which is what they're remaking, and then I played, I think, maybe it was 3. I think 3 was the one with the shotgun.
Okay.
So 2's the one with the revolver, I think, and 3 is the shotgun, which was super cool because you got to you pumped
Yeah.
it and reloaded
Yeah.
at the arcade. And I believe it was 3, maybe it was 4, but I can't remember. I think it was 3. But I remember when I was really little, I was like scared of House of the Dead. I was like,
Yeah.
and I got brave enough one day to play it. It was a
Scary.
big milestone
Scary
for me.
game.
It was so scary
Yeah.
until I realized the voice acting was an absolute joke.
Well, and now you get to play it in better graphics.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever gonna
Slightly-
play it, dude. I
slightly better graphics.
just got a kick out of that.
Yeah.
But I get a kick out of that. You get a kick out of disgusting, degenerate books. So why don't you go into that for a little bit? By the way, my friend group is being plagued by this. There
are
is
you
an
talking about?
epidemic
Yeah.
of these disgusting, horrible
Here's the thing.
books.
You allegedly watch pornography.
I
correct?
never said that.
Okay.
I
I'm just
never
saying
said
allegedly.
that. I don't even
Allegedly.
know what that
It's
is.
just something that everyone does.
I don't think that's true.
Okay.
You think Sally DeFazio
Oh, don't bring my mother into this one.
has ever watched pornography?
Okay, hold on. No.
Never.
No. God.
I'm making a point here.
This is like the 5th thing I'm going to cut from this episode. And it's fine.
How is that?
Whatever. This is.
I'm making a point.
No, you are. You are.
She would be incredibly disappointed in you.
I would be incredibly disappointed if she did. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's a two-way street.
Yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword there.
Sure.
Speaking of a double-edged sword, so wait, I'm kidding. It's like, okay, you watch stuff. What instead of watching it, you read it. That's all. That's all that is.
Now, when you guys are talking about milk farms,
Well, that's a
it is disturbing.
I gave that.
That's disturbing.
That was a 1.75.
that should be
That
a
was a
negative
low-
1 million.
That was a low rating.
I mean, what are we even doing? Why?
Yeah.
Why are there udders involved? Why are there udders involved?
There are no udders involved.
Oh, there's no udders
No,
involved.
you are milking
thought
some. No,
I understand
something
that,
else.
but I thought they were cow people.
No, they're minotaurs.
That is a cow person.
Correct, but
It's literally a cow person.
not udders.
Why?
Buddy,
are we?
Look,
Why?
all I said
I'd
was,
like
hey,
to know
I want recommendations. I
why.
want to see what's out there, and our friend group did not disappoint.
I think they did disappoint. You see, from my perspective, the Jedi are evil. You understand?
Sure.
So
Yeah, no, I
it's-
get it.
It's very disappointing.
I'm
It's very
lost.
disturbing.
I'm lost. It's fine. The whole reason I put
no,
this on
that's-
here is I've transitioned. So it started out with like books you can actually find on Kindle.
Correct.
Right? Like they're pretty low grade, terrible, like freebie books.
Sure.
But still on Kindle. I've transitioned into fan fiction,
Okay.
which is like a whole other world. Continue. Sorry,
I have a
Yeah,
question.
yeah,
Is the fan fiction based off existing properties or
Oh,
its
yeah.
own thing?
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
what are some of your favorite existing properties where you see the characters absolutely degrade themselves to the
So there is no degrading in the. My first fan fiction that I'm ever reading.
Okay.
Of all time.
Okay, this is your first
my
one.
first one.
Big one. What
First
universe are
one.
we in?
Mass Effect.
Yeah. An obvious choice.
Mass Effect. Arranged marriage. Femshep and Garrus. Pre Reapers and everything.
Oh, so it's not canon.
Oh yeah, no, it's
I don't
not,
like
it's
this
not
then.
canon.
I don't
Yeah,
like this at all.
It's right at the end of the Turian.
What I mean by canon is it could be canon. That can't be canon.
No. Yeah. Well, it's right at the end of the Turian War where the Turians won,
Yeah.
and this is an arranged marriage. To
You mean
like,
when Shepard's not born yet, but continue.
Well, hey,
Hey, look,
look.
don't shoot the messenger.
if
I'm
you
just
turn
saying.
again, if you turn your brain, like a lot of what I'm doing in
I want my brain
2025 is just turning my brain off.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That should
Like, if
tell
I'm
you something
dressing
about
up dolls
2024.
or I'm reading erotic
Yeah.
Mass Effect stuff.
Sure.
That's what I'm doing.
All right.
I'm lifting weights now.
Yeah,
It's,
I do
you know.
like that. That I like. So if I have to get that with the other one, you should stop lifting weights.
Dude, my shoulders burn.
Really?
Anyway, but I'm reading it, and the thing that stuck out to me,
Okay.
because I'm still too early I'm only like 5-6% in.
Yeah.
The thing that stuck out to me is some of the writing in this is better than the books that other people are writing. Like there is no smut so far. Like it is just straight up like it's a different take, like an alternate reality, an alternate universe, and different things.
Yep.
And I'm kind of like it's showing like here's Garrus's family, here's all this. It's like really fleshing out this backstory. Again, all made up. I get
Isn't
that.
Garrus's father dead?
Not in this one. In this one,
Maybe I'm wrong about that, but he was a
CSEC
CSEC officer. Yeah.
He is. He's still alive in this.
Is he dead in the original? Am I
sick.
correct about that?
I don't
Or
know
no?
if he's dead in the original.
He might not be.
But they
I might
talk
be
about it.
You might be wrong about that. Continue.
But his mom's sick. You meet his sister. It's like this whole thing.
Is this all like based on the game? Or they're just making this up?
No, it's well,
his mom was sick and stuff.
I don't know. I don't
remember that.
I don't
but-
remember like it. But
But he might make a comment. I don't know. That would be sick.
But what I'm saying is the fact that I'm reading all of this stuff
Yeah.
and it's fleshing out this character.
Yeah.
I like Garrus. Don't get me wrong.
He's
we
the
named
best.
we named a category after him.
He's literally the best.
This is painting him in a new light where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, now I like you even more. If this was like your backstory and this is all the stuff that you were kind of
It's the beauty of headcanon.
That's what I mean.
It's the beauty of headcanon.
So if we can do the indoctrination theory, why can't I do arranged marriage?
Shepard
with
wasn't
friendship?
born during the first contact war, which
Also,
is
he's a guy. I get it.
that's
I
not
get
true.
it.
That's not true.
No, it was Shepard. Did she have a nickname in the Turian? Like, I guess Turian War. She wasn't born at all.
I believe the Turian War is the first contact war. So when humans got to space, Turians are the first people
The thing that
they interacted with, and I believe it results in a war.
the only thing that threw me off so far in this fan fiction is she didn't know what an Asari was. So she was under the assumption that only Turians were the other race, and then now she's learning, oh no, there's a million other
That
species.
might make sense. Again, it's the first contact war, so I believe it is their first contact with alien life.
Right.
I think.
But
been a while since I
seeing
brushed
how
up.
Turians like react to humans and
Yeah.
talk about humans, like
They're racist.
it's like but it's like it's very well written.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's a good recommendation. I don't know. Like
I want a fan fiction
yeah.
of the indoctrination theory.
Dude,
Shepard wakes
I
up.
guarantee you it is a thing.
Beats the Reapers. I get to go live with Miranda. Game over.
Write it.
I am not a good writer. I can't even do a top 10 list.
You
let
can't.
alone-
You
should
don't.
write it. You're great. You're a great writer.
I am the bad writer.
Get drunk.
Dude,
4 a.m. Depression. Write it.
I wouldn't write Mass Effect.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know enough about Mass Effect.
Yes, you do. What do you mean?
I can't. Dude, the last time I played Mass Effect was like
When the podcast started. That was our first episode.
oh, that's right.
Our first
Yeah,
bonus
but I
episode.
didn't finish it. I only got through 2. I never played 3.
But you know.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. I don't know.
I do want to play Mass Effect, dude. Man, if they should remake a game,
That's why I'm kind of upset that they remastered it, because there's an opportunity to like remake it.
no, they'll do.
They'll
4.
never do it.
They'll
Though. I
see.
know the 4's
Yeah.
gonna suck. Like where are you gonna go? You already
If
failed.
4 sucks, then we have probably a decade, and then they'll probably
4
remake 1, 2, and 3.
Would be what if they went indoctrination theory on 4?
They should.
But is there enough content? Because you're kind of at the end game at that point.
Yeah.
So how are you going to make a whole game about the end game of this conflict that's been spanning 3 games?
The Reapers were afraid of someone. There's always a bigger
There's
fish.
a bigger fish?
Always a bigger fish.
Oh, so the game starts out with you beating the Reapers, but then there's something else.
Something. Dude,
Honestly,
open with
I would be
that whole conflict
Yeah.
again and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
show all that. Yeah.
I would be fine with.
Make your decisions. Say like
Yeah.
who's in my party,
Yeah.
who's in this. Give like the little Genesis 3.0 whatever.
You know, it'd be cool. you beat the Reapers in the first quarter of the game or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they went to Andromeda, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if someone from a different galaxy comes in, invades? So it would be a nice mix-up.
Yeah.
Instead of fighting like a godlike whatever.
Sure.
It's just like, oh no, this is just like a war. Because I think that's always been...
I'm shocked they're not doing like First Contact War
right,
or something
like a
that.
Gears of War.
Yeah. Because they just don't,
like
they don't know what's going. Yeah, they're just
4
like,
is after, and I don't know. I don't think there's a chance.
Here's my.
I don't
thing.
think there's a chance I like it.
You know what I'm terrified of?
What
is for all the praise that I heaped on Dragon Age.
Yes.
And how I think that everyone that hates Dragon Age is crazy just because it's not their Dragon Age doesn't mean it's not a good game.
You're going to be
one
of them.
I'm going to be on the other side of the fence, and I'm just going to be eating all of my words. I get it. I understand that. Going on record now saying I
reference this point in time.
I hope I can remember that
but it's so sacred to us.
I know.
It's so sacred to us. I don't know.
But do you think, so here's the thing though, like I guess Andromeda technically isn't part of like the 1, 2, 3, so like 4, if it's like a direct sequel, like
it is a direct, it has to be a direct sequel,
right? And they've already teased
too much
it.
about
but it's like closer then, you know what I mean? Like it's like, okay, like that's
Andromeda
you have to
was safe in the fact that it was so far away, it doesn't
they tried something, they spun it off, it was like
some people liked it. I know Calvin
I
liked
thought
it.
It played well. It was played better than 1, 2, and 3.
It's the best mechanical in terms of like gameplay and stuff, 100%.
Yeah.
But that's not why we love Mass Effect.
No.
It's never been because of like the gameplay.
But what if it was? You know what I mean? If you could take the beauty of the politics and the writing and the characters and everything,
in a fantasy land where I can combine them. Yeah,
well, that's what I mean. And you and you marry it with.
It's not happening though.
But they made a good Dragon Age combat. You know what I mean? Like it's fun in
you.
Well, sure.
That's not set in stone. People don't like it.
I haven't heard anyone say it was like playing the warrior. Like who said it was?
You don't
bad?
think those reviews said that it was? I don't.
The only bad
think they were saying like, oh, this game is incredible gameplay, but everything else, I don't like. What I was reading, it was like the combat's okay.
Oh, see, I think
I know you think the combat's great. I'm just telling you, it's like not universally praised.
That's fair. And now it's gonna be like shooting and stuff. So it's like, I get it.
I'm just playing devil's advocate as usual. I'm just saying like.
All I'm saying is, in 3 years, whenever Mass Effect comes out, or whenever
it might never come out, dude. They've been teasing this for years.
I know I'm going to be disappointed, and I know that I'm going to get.
I'm not even excited for the game.
Yeah,
I'm just worried.
Yeah,
like that it's going to just. If you were to ask me what is the theoretical game you are most excited for, Mass Effect doesn't make that list.
If they were doing a remake,
oh yeah, but
even then, do you trust them with a remake?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I'm more worried that they put the final nail in the coffin of that universe and we never see a Mass Effect in our life. Like, that's what I'm worried about.
I mean, when they remove the camera angles from Miranda Sput, that's when you know they didn't understand the original IP. They don't understand the true essence of the game.
You know what? You can move the camera in a lot of Dragon Ages.
That's a good compromise for people who are scared of butts. Just pan away.
Yeah, just have it default not there, but then if you want to press the down
stick,
stick,
there should be a butt scaler.
Yeah.
How much butt do you want to see?
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
From 0 to 100.
Yeah.
I like that. So people who want to tease the butt, like maybe a 25%.
Work for Baldur's Gate, why not?
Baldur's Gate, you fucked a bear.
Yeah.
So everything's on the table now.
Right. You don't have to, but it's there if you want it.
You can fuck a bear. Enter a relation, because he's polyamorous.
Yeah.
Enter a relationship with someone else.
That's the only way to go.
And then later in the game, you can fuck 2 prostitutes. Who I think are brother and sister.
Okay.
Do with that what you will, Tyler. That's in Baldur's Gate 3, Game of the Year 2023.
Look, I appreciate the...
I'm just telling you, it's all on the table now.
Sure.
It's all on the table.
This is why we had the flood, huh? God was looking down. He's like, you know what? Reset. Just hit the reset button on the console and go again.
I'm excited to talk about Indiana Jones.
Jeez.
We have a top 5, but I don't know. We're probably running long.
We're an hour 40. We could do a top 5.
20 minutes?
Squeeze it in.
Yeah, all right.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
All
There's
this
a
talk
right
about-
way and wrong way of doing this.
We're doing top 5 pasta shapes.
No, I want to hear the segue. Go ahead.
All this talk about disgusting, degenerate activities has me wanting a bowl of pasta.
Oh, okay.
We're
All
doing top 5 pasta shapes.
right. Yeah.
And we're using, so when I was Googling this, it says there's 350 pasta shapes,
Yeah,
which
that's
is a lot.
insane. That's insane.
But Tyler, my excellent co-host, who always has my back, is going to send me a link of what he's using as a reference. And maybe, if we're lucky, he'll put it in the description so that you can follow along at home.
Well,
maybe not.
yeah.
Belay that.
We'll see.
Belay that.
We'll see.
A guide to pasta shapes.
Yeah.
How many are on here? Like 20?
A fair bit. There's a lot of kind of repeats for the layman.
All right. Why don't you take the lead on this? Because I will butcher every pronunciation. I got him. Hey, if you bring up the topic, you have to take the lead.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true,
Okay.
but in this
All
case,
right.
I'm pulling that
All right.
card.
Okay.
All right.
So you don't. I have like my top.
I
ones.
don't. Just.
You're
go.
just gonna know it when you see it.
I'm going to
type of
know
thing.
when I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first one on this list
Yeah.
is a tiny little pasta called acini de pepe.
Is it a cini?
I think it's a chini. I looked up This is
Oh,
the
did
only.
you?
This is the only one
So
I
you
looked
did
up.
the work.
No, it's the only one I looked up, and then I didn't.
okay.
I ran out of time. So
Okay.
I think it's acini de pepe.
If it's Italian though, it's okay. Never mind.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
But this is what you find in like wedding soup.
Yeah.
Okay,
gotcha.
Tiny,
Yeah.
It says usually baby's first pasta in Italy. But yeah, it's like tiny little. Like it's not the little balls. It's like if you cut spaghetti.
Oh,
up, I
that's
guess.
what I. The balls are what I usually get in wedding soup, though.
Yes,
is that different?
This is more.
Is that this
Italy.
or no?
It's not. It's the same size, the same type of.
So what
type of
is
noodle.
this then?
This is just. It's like a spaghetti, but like cut
Really
tiny.
tiny.
Yeah, like
Okay.
tiny little
Sounds
spaghettis.
not up my alley. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't care. We can move on, I guess is what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
we had to put it out there.
Not one of the ones I'm thinking about.
What about bucatini? Do you like bucatini? Bucatini is like if you took spaghetti,
Yep.
you made it a little bit thicker, and you hollowed out the middle of it. So think like thick straws.
This is a trip.
Uh-oh. Are we at a?
I gotta look up what it looks like. they don't have a picture on
I
there.
sent they absolutely
No, they
do.
don't. No,
The
they
link
don't.
I sent you has
No,
pictures of
no.
all of them. Like literally,
No.
this is what I'm looking at. Pictures of all of them.
Oh, I had to scroll down more.
Yeah, just.
I have never had this.
Neither have I, so we can move on from that. But we had to do this.
Okay.
Here's the thing: in
Yeah.
D&D, we
Yeah.
kept saying Campanelli.
Yes.
Is it Capellini?
It's Capellini.
So
You fucked up.
But that's canon now. So
You can't go back.
I
on
can't
that.
go
He's
back.
probably
Okay.
the greatest character you've ever made.
Capellini,
Yeah.
also known as the angel hair pasta. Very very thin spaghetti.
Yeah.
I like this one.
I do too.
Is this going to be the first one on our? Do you want to do the list then? If I'm going to be looking at the pastas, are we good with that?
Yeah.
Is that good? I like this one a lot. Chelsea, not a huge fan. We bang heads on that one a little bit. I like that I can put, like when you twirl this on your fork, I can put like, it's like a gum band ball on a fork, and I think so here's the thing.
Okay.
It's thin enough that I think
you
when
lost me a little bit.
Okay, when you twirl it,
Yeah.
I think it twirls real nicely compared to spaghetti that's a little bit thicker, a little bit harder to twirl correctly on a spoon.
Yeah.
You don't need a spoon when you're doing angel hair pasta. It just kind of
Okay.
is light and kind of works with you.
Yeah, I like it because I can shove a lot of it in my mouth.
That's what I mean. Like a gum band ball. Like you twirl it up, it gets this big thing. You just kind of put
and
a
then
gob in
it's
your
like
mouth.
kind of hard to swallow it.
Yeah. You choke yourself. It's good.
You know when
Yeah.
you swallow something too big and you feel it going down your chest?
Yeah.
And it hurts because
Yeah.
you're like, I shouldn't
Like a
have done
gum
that.
band ball. Yeah.
Like a gum band ball.
Yeah.
I'm good for
Okay.
that.
Angel hair, first one on the list.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Cavatappi.
Okay.
Cavatappi?
Yeah.
Tappy. So here, this is like if you wanted 2 elbow noodles.
This is the most Italian thing I think we've ever done.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
You went for
Yeah.
the official. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what are you going with? 'Cause, I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
What are you going with?
Yeah. Well, what are you going with? 'Cause, I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
What are you going with? 'Cause, I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you going with?
bow tie.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, spaghetti.
So this is like 2 elbow noodles.
Yeah.
Kissing. I like this one a lot because
I see.
elbow noodles are good. Right?
Elbow noodles are good.
They're classic. It's
They
like,
are.
hey, you have mac and cheese.
Can you use a
You put some
spoon?
elbow noodles. You
should use a spoon on them.
This is like if elbow noodles had a premium version.
It's just a better elbow noodle?
I think it's a better elbow noodle.
Okay.
I think elbow is important here,
Yeah.
but I think this is 2 elbow noodles.
But if we go with this, we can't go elbow.
That's my thesis. Is
Right.
I think this is a better elbow
I'll
noodle.
buy that. I'll buy that.
Okay.
Cavatappi.
So
Cavatappi.
Ditalini,
You're butchering this.
which is just a bigger
I'm gonna
version.
put super elbow.
Ditalini is a bigger version of the chini de pepe. So this is like if you're doing, instead of like wedding soup, now you're going into like your vegetable or like minestrone.
Again, I don't
stuff.
like the super small. I know it's bigger, but I don't like the super small
Not a big fan.
because you got to use a spoon,
Yep.
but I don't know. I feel like you just don't get enough. They fall off the spoon.
You have the ability to get a ton on a spoon.
I feel like when I'm scooping it, man, I'm always using my hand to make sure it stays on and I can get maximum.
in the last bits,
the last bits.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
It's like that's tough. I want to clean my plate. I want to
Get out of the list here.
Make mama proud.
Get out of the list. Ditalini.
I'm just saying that's
I'm
a
with
criteria for me.
I'm with you.
All right, so now we have elbow,
Elbow.
which we can't put on because we have
I don't
super
think so.
elbow.
A special shout out to elbow, but
I don't think I've had a super elbow.
If I was going to make like a mac and cheese,
Yeah, it's elbow.
cavatappi would
Oh,
be
cavatappi.
Yeah, 'cause I
I've
wanna-
never had that. Now I want to try it though. It looks good.
If we're going to start slipping into like an Italian
Hey,
accent,
it
yeah,
looks good.
that would make it a little bit more special, more cheese on it.
Yeah, we love it in chicken sausage and peppers.
Here's one that the Farfalle.
The bow ties.
Yeah, the bow ties.
I don't like bow ties.
I don't like bow ties either. Here's why I don't like the bow ties.
They don't cook evenly.
They don't cook evenly.
Correct.
They're either going to be really raw in the middle,
Exactly. And
or
hard,
you're
yeah.
going to overcook them to compensate for the middle,
And then fall apart.
the ends fall
Yep.
apart. Yeah, it sucks.
It's not.
They are not good.
designed to be cooked.
No, I don't know
From
what
a
the point
physical
is.
standpoint.
What is the point of these? It's not like they hold sauce better than anything
I don't know.
else.
No,
It's
no,
like-
they don't. They don't do
No.
anything better than anyone else except look like dress wear.
Right.
They do that perfectly.
I would say this is good in like a pasta salad and stuff.
That's
Like
a
I
classic.
could see that.
I hate pasta salad, so
Wow, that's
a problem.
Sad, but yeah,
What-
I like pasta salad. A whole
how is
lot.
that sad?
Well, it's sad that you don't like it because then we can't bond over pasta salad. But
I don't
hey,
like
that's fine.
anything you like. It seems.
I know. That's
All
okay.
right. All right.
That's all right.
Well, okay.
You're gonna like that Warhammer clip.
All right. It's true.
Fettuccine, flat
Yes.
noodle,
Yeah.
ribbon noodle.
Yeah, I love fettuccine alfredo. So it's
I do
like,
too.
you know,
Is the noodle like? Here's the thing though.
yeah,
Fettuccine alfredo. Do you need
right.
the
It's the
fettuccine
sauce
for
or
it?
the noodle. Also, in America, it's usually just spaghetti with. Actually, no, it's
No,
not.
it's not. You get the flat noodles on it.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me think about this then. How much do I like the noodle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more the sauce. I'm with you.
I'm not a big.
I love
noodle guy on
fettuccine
this.
alfredo
Yeah.
though. It's so good.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
Fusilli, which is like a little corkscrew
I think
noodle.
is
But
that fusilli?
sure, fusilli.
I don't know. Whatever.
However, fusilli col buco.
Yeah. Oh, the long.
Yeah.
Wow.
What if you liked fusilli and you like that corkscrew look to
That
it?
is-
Holds a lot of sauce and
Yeah.
kind of just is
Yeah.
really, really good
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Now, what if you made that spaghetti lane?
Too long.
Too long?
Too long.
What?
Too long.
Oh, I thought this was just
I would have to see
Super
it in
nice,
action.
man.
See how it's straight?
yeah.
It's just straight.
Well, I mean, all
Is it
of
gonna-
these are
it's not
straight.
gonna
This isn't-
hold- it's not gonna
cooked
hold the
yet,
straightness.
It's not cooked yet. Yeah, it's going to be like a spaghetti noodle. But
I
imagine if your spaghetti noodles
Yeah.
held that much more sauce.
think it's too much.
Yeah, sure.
I think I'm gonna get that all over myself.
Do you like either of these? Do you like?
I like the
fusilli?
corkscrew fusilli.
All right, you want to put it on the list? Just talk about it.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
I think that's
All right.
fine.
All right.
I'm gonna put that on here.
What about
we can
the-
just discuss it?
Gemelle or the gemelle or gemelle.
What?
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this one. This is like a smooth. It's like this is like the DNA pasta It's like two pastas kind of twirled together.
I am looking now. No,
Yeah.
it's a no for me,
Yeah.
dog.
All right.
It's a no for me. The next one though,
Gnocchi.
gnocchi,
Okay.
gnocchi.
Gnocchi. Key.
It's
Gnocchi.
it's an O.
It's gnocchi.
It's gnocchi.
There's literally pronounced and apostrophe.
Gnocchi.
Yeah.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi. Love gnocchi.
Why is it
It's very
gnocchi? It's an O.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know.
It's awesome though. It's like a
Yeah.
pillow.
Yeah.
It's like a pillow. You talk about sauce distribution.
What are you
This
talking
is-
about?
This is sauce
Well,
distribution.
yeah, but it's also filled with something. And you would fill it with potatoes or cheese.
yeah.
I'm just saying. It's like the stuffed crust pizza before the crust.
Yeah, like not sauce, but whatever's
Yeah.
filled with it. I'm just talking about distribution,
Yes.
right?
No.
This is it.
Yes.
There's a set amount of filling that's gonna get into your stomach.
Uh-huh.
It's not about technique. It's about.
What if I told you there's one that's going to give you more sauce?
I'm just saying, gnocchi. I don't think that's
that
correct.
needs-
I don't think this.
It's gnocchi.
Where are we at?
It's gnocchi.
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 Why is it ah? It's O.
What are you talking about?
A, E, O, U is the vowels for Italian. No?
Yeah.
A,
Nya.
A,
Gnocchi.
gnocchi. It's an O. G-N-O. G-N-O.
I don't know.
Where's the vowel? Which one's the vowel, Tyler?
Buddy?
It's O.
Look, I don't make the rules.
A-E-O.
I don't make the rules.
O is O.
Is it going on the list? It's going on the list.
Fuck.
I'll make the rules.
How
do you feel about jumbo shells?
Why am I taking crazy pills?
Dude, I've always heard it as gnocchi. That's all.
I mean, sure. I don't know.
Jumbo shells? They do that for you? Do you like jumbo shells?
Ooh, yeah, I like jumbo shells. Talk about sauce distribution. You can get stuck in there, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Like a shake in the shell. See what
You
the
like,
ocean says.
You like the ricotta in there?
Do you want... Oh, yeah. Well, how are you feeling? It doesn't seem like you're too high on the jumbo shells.
Jumbo shells in lasagna, it's like, I get it. They're pasta.
All right. Just skip it.
You don't like it? You don't like them enough?
What? Jumbo shells?
Yeah. I don't know.
No, not to fight for it.
Just seeing it. All right.
What about lasagna?
That's what I mean. Like, it's kind of like...
I'm not a huge
they're
lasagna
good.
guy, actually.
My dad loves lasagna.
Yeah, some people love it. I think you love it. Or
Chelsea's vegetable lasagna that she makes for me is amazing. She puts an eggplant on there, some mushrooms on there. It's real good. Yeah.
You have talked about that before.
Yeah, I love that. But I like the ricotta cheese more than the noodle. I'll tell you that. So
Okay.
yeah.
Skip over lasagna.
Linguine?
I do like linguine.
Yeah. It's
Right.
kind of like a
Ooh,
spaghetti.
pesto. Yeah. Reading the description.
Is that...
I love pesto. It's great.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Let me see what we got. Angel hair. I feel like we.
Do you like linguine more than angel hair? Not that we you can put both on
I like
there,
angel hair
but-
more.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't want to... I've never had this next one.
Yeah.
And I don't want to pronounce it.
Or a
Orecchiette?
chete.
Orecchiette? It's a round disc shape.
Orecchiette con chime di rapa.
The moment it says these quote unquote little ears are the perfect scoops for capturing sauces, beans, Italian sausage. Like, don't call my pasta little ears before putting it in my bowl.
Sure. Yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Orzo.
I like orzo.
Oh, I hate
Oh,
orzo.
you hate orzo?
I hate
All right,
orzo.
skip. It's
That's
like rice. It's like a rice
yeah,
substitute.
but it's like,
I like it.
I like it more than rice, I guess. But
Oh,
like,
whoa, what? Rice is the best.
rice is great, but I
Wait,
don't know.
but you like it more than rice?
Well, pasta. I like pasta more than rice.
Oh. I'm confused about what's happening here.
What I'm saying is I like pasta more than rice, but orzo is like on the low end of pasta for me.
Skip.
I'd rather have any of those tiny little pastas ahead of it.
Pappardelle.
Pappardelle.
I don't know.
I've never had this. It looks like a fettuccine just rolled up
Maybe
in a
it's
ball.
pappardelle. If it's like Spanish, 2 L's is a ya. I
Sure.
think. Pappardelle.
Well, they always said that Italians like Spanish, so
That's what I'm basing this
Yeah.
off of, but I'm the worst. I can't even pronounce English names, so I don't fucking know.
I've never had this one, so I can't. It looks cool.
It looks cool.
It literally looks like a fettuccine.
It looks like a
rolled up in ball.
fettuccine. Yeah, just a thick,
Yeah.
wide
Noodle.
I like penne though.
What kind? Penne rigate?
Rigate.
Yeah. Got the ridges.
Oh, wait.
Got the angled.
Maybe penne ziti. I don't know.
I would peg you as
Rigatoni's good too. Fuck.
I would peg you as a penne ziti.
Yeah.
I think that you need to step outside your kind of, I like Hershey
do I?
plain chocolate, and you embrace the ridges. So ziti is angled cuts.
What about
flat
manicotti?
surface. Well, we can't. That's manicotti.
But it's also ridged.
Yeah, but that's
It's
the
the
big
same-
one.
what's
That's the
the
manicotti.
difference?
You know how like you stuff the
You want the
manicottis?
small one. You want the small one.
Yeah, manicotti's the whole thing. Go in order. All right. So
I'm just looking.
penne rigate,
I'm looking.
and then you have ziti,
I'm not good at this, Tyler.
and then rigatoni.
This was such a mistake.
All you want to. Those are your three. You have
Yeah.
the rigate, the
Yeah.
ziti,
Yeah.
and the rigatoni.
Yeah.
Rigatoni, circular, not fancy cut,
So
but it has
nix
ridges.
that. You don't
I
like
would nix
that.
that one. I
You
think
wanna go
that's basic bitch. Like
Penne rigate.
that's what I would do because not only do you have the
All right,
angled
done,
cuts,
dude.
you also
Done.
have the ridges.
You sold me
I don't want to bully you
on the ridges.
I'm
Last
just
time you
saying.
told me about ridges, it turned out well. So
That's fair. You
So
know what?
now I'm going back to the well
2 thumbs
here.
up. All right. We have what else do we have? The manicotti, which is obviously like stuffed shell type thing. Like
Yeah.
they're good. I think all your big pastas, it's kind of like
yeah, you're not a
yeah, like you're getting out of the pasta territory. The spirit of it.
It's
I
like
get it.
kind of its own thing.
It is pasta, but
Yeah.
And then mezzi rigatoni, which is just
Like
shorter
lasagna, for
rigatoni.
example, is like if you like lasagna, it's probably for everything else. Not really
It holds it together.
holds it. It's just
yeah,
just the glue,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't know.
Sure. Mezzi rigatoni is just shorter rigatoni.
Yep.
Shells.
Yeah.
But what about? And I'm gonna skip over. Hold on. Oh man, there's a ton. All right.
I mean, I don't
Shells
think.
are fine.
Yeah,
I think
shells
there's
are
a
fine.
better. There's a better shell. I told
Okay.
you there's a better shell coming up.
Sure.
All right.
All right. I'm down for that.
All right. Spaghetti.
It has to go on the list.
It does. Okay.
All
All right. Well, we have angel hair, so I didn't know.
Nah. Spaghetti's better than angel hair.
Whoa! What?
Spaghetti is the Hershey bar of pasta, and you know
put
that
it
I'm going to
on.
be
We'll put it on.
dying
We'll fight
on
about
this
it
hill.
later. That's fine. That's fine.
Hey,
that's fine.
you knew what it was.
Do
okay?
you like the round spaghetti or the square spaghetti?
Round?
That's the spaghettini, which is the next one. So we'll skip past that one. That's fine. What about the?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
It's just spaghetti. I don't
Spaghetti.
care. It's spaghetti.
Spaghetti alla chitarra or katara. I don't.
Next time I'm picking the
It's
chart
square.
next time.
I don't know what to tell
I'm
you.
picking the chart next
It's
time.
square spaghetti.
I'm smelling pizza right
All
now.
right.
I mean, this is so Italy.
Tagliatelle, which just looks like
I've
kinda
had
like
this.
almost like
It's good.
spoon head. Yeah.
I wouldn't put it top 5 though.
All right.
It's like green.
What
Is
about
it always green?
I don't know. I've never had it.
I think the ones I've had has looked like that. So
Sure. Spinach pasta.
yeah.
Yeah. What about tortellini?
It looks like a what's it called? Rigatoni.
So this looks like when my family was going to like the food bank, like parents were out of work type of thing, and this is just like the off the shelf
I'm really excited about the next one.
tortellini. Yeah. Do you like tortellini or gnocchi more? That's
Tortellini.
the thing. Really
Yes.
interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
My
Okay.
mom makes great tortellini.
So put tortellini on the list.
I am putting tortellini on the list. I love tortellini, dude.
All right.
It's so good.
This one gets me where it's thin spaghetti. Thinner
That's
than
just,
it's more
that's
famous
just angel
in.
hair, right?
Right. But I like angel hair.
Thin
You like spaghetti. Do we go with
No.
thin spaghetti?
No, we
And
got to make a
all
move
right,
here.
all
We
right,
got to
all
make
right.
a point.
Here's the next one.
Shebos.
Shellbos.
Shellbos.
Do you like shells?
said shebos.
Do you like elbows? What if they made shellbos?
I think that's an
This
abomination.
is great. This is
No.
a great.
Is this
a
the shell
great
you're
thing.
saying that's better?
This is a shell.
Have
better-
you ever had this?
Yeah, absolutely. This is
I've
better
never
than
had
shells,
this.
dude. Imagine, you know how shells you make mac and cheese and you have some shells in there and the cheese in there.
Love it. Yeah.
Now, what if it can't escape because you have an elbow in there
Yeah.
too? And it's just these pockets of sauce.
You want
and
me to put it on?
cheese.
How hard are you gonna
I
fight for
think
this
so.
one?
Pretty hard.
I've never even heard of that.
Shellbos are, dude, it's fun
Shellbos.
to say. I think it says it actually. It's fun to
said it wrong.
As
I think
fun to say as it is to eat.
it is.
The
yeah,
shell
it is.
elbow pasta hybrid features a curved tube shape with a ridged exterior.
It
you
looks-
get all of the benefits.
Okay.
No downside. What's the downside of this?
It
Nothing.
looks like a vagina.
Again, what's the downside of this?
Okay.
All right.
That's fine. Hey, I'm just saying.
I peg you as a ziti guy, personally.
Nah.
All right. Good.
I don't know if I've ever had ziti.
I'm sure you've had ziti.
Yeah,
this is
but
what they
it's not memorable.
This is the stuff that they serve you at like Eaton Park until they decide to go like penne and kind of
pinnacle
like cut it.
of fucking pasta.
Sure.
All right. Finally got through that.
Yep. What do we got?
Here's what we got on the list. Capellini. Angel hair.
Yep.
Caviatapi. Super elbow. Fusilli. Corkscrew. Gnocchi. Pillow. I put.
Okay.
Penne rigate. Just penne spaghetti, tortellini, and shellbows.
Yeah. I think penne rigate can get gone.
Penne rigate, you're not a fan of,
I am a fan of it.
but just not top 5 material.
Let me put it this way: if I was going to order a dish,
Yeah.
and it was between spaghetti or penne rigate,
Yeah.
penne rigate,
Okay.
much easier to eat, much easier to cook.
We got 7, so we got to
All right,
cut two of
more.
these.
2 more.
2 of these. How about the fusilli?
Fusilli, I could.
Corkscrew.
I could get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm good with mixing that.
Especially because you don't like pasta salad, and I think that's where it shines the most.
Exactly.
So I can get.
That's
behind
why
that.
I'm mixing it.
Yeah.
It's fuck pasta salad.
Okay. All right. read them again real quick. Let's see what we
The
got.
angel hair, the super
Yeah.
elbow, the gnocchi, spaghetti, tortellini, shellbows. Now, if it was me, it'd be shellbows because I've never even heard of it. But
Yeah.
you're a big fan.
I think shellbow, because you like elbows and you like shells,
Yep.
you have to like shellbows and have a good representation.
But what about what if we get rid of the super elbow?
I would be okay getting rid of the super elbow over.
It's either that for
shellbows.
me or the angel hair.
I know. Angel hair is really good though.
Because I will take spaghetti over angel hair.
I know,
every day of the
and
week.
and
Spaghetti's just the classic.
I think angel hair gets a bad rap, man.
I like it. I told you
Yeah.
I like it. But if I'm going, what is
Get
the
rid of-
chalk? I taught you this phrase. What's the chalk of the spaghetti world or the pasta world? It's spaghetti.
I know. It's just
saying.
I at least do the square spaghetti,
Well,
spaghettini or whatever.
I mean, I love tortellini, so I don't want to get rid of that.
That's fair. I mean, we have 2 kind of filled shells anyway with the gnocchi and the tortellini. Get rid of the capitelli. Screw you, double elbow. We have shellbow now. That would be my
Cavatappi.
yeah. What did I say? Capitapi?
I don't know.
Whatever. Get rid of it. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Not worth remembering.
All right, we have angel hair.
Because I'm
Yeah.
the capitapi.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's what I'm going to put in mac and cheese.
Right.
Nah, if I have a shellbow,
Exactly.
that
That's the
beats it.
superior mac
Yeah.
and cheese
Yep.
vehicle.
That's what happens.
That's a great analysis of the situation.
Are we doing ourselves a disservice not having a bigger food
No.
one on there with the shells and the lasagna and everything?
I'm
Okay.
barely
All right.
hanging on.
If you're feeling good, I'm
I'm
feeling
feeling fantastic.
great.
Fantasimo. Fantasimo.
All right, what do we got? We got 5 in there.
Yeah, we have angel hair, gnocchi, spaghetti, tortellini, shellbows.
Okay.
You want spaghetti at 5.
Out of those,
Yeah.
that would probably be my. I would put.
I want
at 5.
spaghetti not at 5.
Okay.
So we're at an impasse already.
Yeah. I would. Would you put spaghetti at 4?
Sure.
Oh.
Spaghetti at 4.
Oh.
That's fine.
Do you want to put angel hair at 5?
Yeah.
Or do you want to put gnocchi down there or whatever? Tell you what, here. Let's
Okay.
do this.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
Here we go.
Angel hair.
Angel hair.
Put that down at 5.
Okay.
That's our baseline. This is
Sure.
something that we come and agree on. That's our foundation.
All right. I
Throwing it
like
up.
angel hair.
So do I. We both love it. It's the foundation of our entire thing.
Yeah.
Then we
Gnocchi 4.
we
yeah,
soften that a little
Yeah,
bit. We give
yeah.
a little pillow,
Yeah.
little comfort with gnocchi.
Yeah.
Another good base.
All right.
I'll take the hit at shellbow in number 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm
fine with that
I was
because I love a good tortellini.
I was letting you ride.
I love a
letting
good
you ride with that.
tortellini.
All right.
and I love spaghetti. So I think you know what you have to do here.
I have to put spaghetti at 2. You
I think so.
Yeah.
Do you like tortellini at 1 though?
I love tortellini.
So do I.
So I am not upset at that at all. No part of me is
do it.
upset. If it was my list, I probably would put spaghetti 1 for the respect factor, and I love spaghetti. But I can eat spaghetti is one of those foods I can eat forever.
See, my thing is, I would literally take this list as is with spaghetti, like where you would put spaghetti at 1, And I'd flip it with angel hair.
And
it would be the exact same list.
Right. I'm good with spaghetti 2.
All right.
And
Tortellini
tortellini 1. I'm good with that.
World peace ain't hard.
Well, one half of the equation is a buffoon, so. All right, so we have
Don't
angel.
talk down on yourself like that. It's fine.
I am talking down on myself.
Oh, okay.
You thought I was calling you a buffoon?
I thought so.
No, you came prepared, on the ball.
I knew how to pronounce one of them.
You did great.
Yeah, we didn't even use it, but that's fine. It's good.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
All right, so we have angel hair at 5, gnocchi at 4, Shelbo's at 3, spaghetti at 2, and tortellini at 1.
I think that's a good compromise.
Chisel it?
Yeah.
All right. That's if you ever were wondering what our take was on top 5 pasta shapes, it is now set in stone.
Yeah. Shapes are a little, do we want to call it shapes or just
I will
top
let
5
you-
pasta noodles?
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, shapes, noodles,
I'll figure it
it's
out.
the same.
Well, we weren't looking at the shape per se.
Some of them
We were
aren't
looking at,
noodles, though, are they? They're just wrapped up differently, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I'll just
Top
do
5
shapes, that's fine.
pastas.
Yeah. Not pasta like
I will
meals or dishes.
I
just
will let
pasta.
you ruminate
Pasta's good.
on that.
Yeah. Top 5 pasta.
Yeah. Okay. There it is.
All right.
Done.
Easy.
Got there.
And see, that was
Great collaboration.
It's
Yeah, we went over.
25 minutes. That's fine.
Half the time was
Yeah.
trying to pronounce them.
That's all good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good if you're good.
I'm good.
Excellent.
Hungry.
Yeah, I am hungry now.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go home, make some tortellini.
Make some spaghetti.
Are you?
Spaghetti. Yeah.
Spaghetti.
I-
Are you really tonight? Is this spaghetti?
So I was going to make tuna because
okay.
I'm doing the whole like workout thing. And I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I got to get some protein right now. It sounds pretty good. And I got to work out after spaghetti.
True. All right. Well, if you made it this far,
Yeah.
probably get something to eat. Probably might be super hungry after listening to all those pasta shapes.
Hopefully it's not the morning when you're listening to this.
Yeah.
Get a breakfast sandwich. I don't know.
8 a.m. spaghetti. Sounds great, actually. I would do that.
Yeah.
Check us out, couchcompany.games. Got everything on there. All of our top 5s, all of our reviews and game ratings, as well as all of the episodes, if you want to go back. And Tyler's immaculate top 10 games of 2024.
And John's really good top 10, and Jeff's really good top 10.
Now we have to get it done.
Now you
before
have to
this
do it.
airs.
See how that works?
Yeah, it's
I'll
beautiful.
cut that too. It's fine.
Yeah. But we appreciate it. We're going to be here, same time, same place next week, even though we're doing it on Saturday. I knew you were going to say that. I was giving you room to say something.
It's fine. It's going to release the same day. I lose a day of editing. Not a big deal.
Thanks for joining us on the couch. Peace.